It's just dark. It's not like it's the end of the world. I'm used to it like the first Monday after time change, but the second one, it's like you got to learn by now or just stay home. You know?
Do you look just like a Joe? You just look like Joe Schmo now. Like you got your fishing hat. Yeah, like you got your fishing hat. It's so different, bro. This is weird.
He's not going to be able to concentrate.
I know, I'm not. Like,
fishing, ain't it?
What did you do to my? Where'd you do to my friend? Where's he at? You have to wear a fake beard.
Oh, yeah. You guys got it. Nice deep for fishing these. I can do the. Save my puppies.
I love his to-do list. Buy an axe.
Children.
Name it kindness. Kill people with kindness.
I almost did that this last weekend or the weekend before.
Kill people.
Oh, I won the archery tournament.
That's cool, dude.
You know,
I finally got.
Now you need to get armor and come fight with us because we need archers out
I've
on there.
never filled out one of these completely.
That's awesome.
I've never done that.
We need archers.
I mean, I could always go back and start filling out the opposite side because I didn't fill back the front Oklahoma pages.
Nah, that sounds like that scary shit where, you know, a condemned house gets opened up and there's like 1 million books all filled out with the same word forward and backwards.
I've been working on my book this whole time.
I have written on the back of some of them.
Yeah, it'll be like, Jerry's finally written his entire tome of the known universe. It's 9,000 pages. You want to see it? And it just says...
Hour to kill, and I wrote that plot. I thought it would be clever.
He's gonna run it in a different game though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I told him I want him to run a next time he runs a pirate campaign. I want him to run Tobias as like the kind of the chaotic neutral baddie. It's like he doesn't mean to be bad, but he's bad.
I love the fact that he would probably just hang out with the party the entire time and they don't even realize he's the big bad.
Yeah.
No, they realize.
He's so
it's easy to tell that
stupid.
Tobias is a big bad. I mean, he's just dirty, rotten scoundrel.
The one thing that I got you on is when I
sold out the pirates.
I sold out the pirates.
I made a couple rolls on that. Made a couple insight checks on the admiral. He believed you. Felt like a good plan. He went with it.
You were like, what? And I was like, yep. They
killed a whole sub arc in the game. Just wiped it out.
Yeah. And, well, you know why? They didn't want to do a 50-50 split with me.
Yeah, I remember that.
They did a 60-40 split with me. I'm like, oh, you're screwed. Automatically, you're going to get, if I can screw you under, you're getting screwed under. If I don't get it, you don't get it. I got my split and turned it into a mega conglomerate. Shipping empire, and then they got sunk, and they were never able to recover.
Well, not as quickly as they'd have liked.
What sub arc did I ruin?
there was like a whole nother it was like a pirate redemption arc. But after you pulled that shit, I was like, fuck it. He just killed it.
You just take the 300 pages you wrote and throw it.
You throw it in the trash. You
Oh
stick
no,
it
I
in
just
the-
moved it to another group.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Another universe.
Another universe. It's called copy paste.
Yeah, you want to find the tavern
True
called
God
BJ
powers.
and the Bear.
Copy paste. True God powers.
You know he's running out of ideas when he starts naming stuff like, talk to BJ and the Bear. They'll know where to go. You really want to talk to this one thief. His name's Magnum P.I. He has a red horse and a mustache. Like, come on. No, it's P.I. P-E-E-I-I-I. So it's Magnum with 2 M's.
Hey, look. I'm wearing your
Alien Pro shirt.
Jerry lineage shirt.
Carolyn, do you want to keep track of Willis Bolt on your character, but know that my character is carrying it?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, because I have her gold in here.
So, where we last left
I want
off,
to double my gold because it's her
the start of the new season, the team, a particular pilot of the Spelljammer ship, had finally figured out how the Primordial stone worked. Unfortunately, combining the smaller stone and the larger stone created an opportunity of multi-existence. And with this, leaving behind a world in the midst of chaos and destruction, they picked verse 77.
So you get 8 more.
I swear to God, I gotta get her on Percocet. Or Zoloft. Or Xanath.
That's a
What?
painkiller.
Just cut to the chase. Do accident. Fucking awesome.
That in mind, the team had discovered a very different world. A very fractured, fragmented, and obviously a world that had suffered some kind of natural catastrophe.
Where we're going to.
On top of that, Vasselheim obliterated and now under the ownership of Goliath tribes, setting out on a worldwide expedition of war. Meanwhile, other regions had suffered greatly as well. The abandonment of the floating citadel cities, while they were discoverable and looked perfect in pristine condition, the team decided to not investigate them any further and travel deeper into Wildmont and check the other continents.
They were creepy.
Here,
We
they
land there,
discovered
we're gonna totally
that
get
King
zapped.
Dwendal still lives and is referred to as the Great Lich King. His huge ziggurat pyramid that sits in the middle of Rexingtrum has a very wholly unique ship on the surface of it, one that only Jerry seems to recognize. The team traveled deeper into Zorhash, discovering that while the most of the world is in chaos, Zorhash, however, seems to be the one place that all the free peoples left in Exandria have come together, and they're either paying the tax to the Lich King or avoiding any kind of encumbrances or incursions from the outside world, far enough away and in the middle of a place that allows them to simply live out their lives. The team then arrived in the evening, sheltered their ship, and checked in at the Quigley Underkeep Inn. Once checked in, Jerry decided to go on a little walkabout. Discovered that an Azimir had been taken captive and realized at the last moment that as he was talking to the guards, the Azimir recognized Jerry's name, which caused the emblazoned golden raven tattoo to become visible. And the creature sundered the prison, called his wingbacks in an attempt to capture Jerry. The team inside the inn, hearing the commotion, came out, and chaos ensued from there. The streets are crowded. Guards running to and fro, buildings on fire, dozens of corpses littering the ground, including the grisly remains of 2 wyverns, as well as the remains of the Azimir.
You didn't get away?
Yeah, no. Remember, we were going to do a speak with dead on him, and then not ask him the last question, and then bury his head.
You guys are currently in the alleyway,
I do believe
watching the chaos of the streets, trying to avoid the guards and any possible questions.
I'm in that building, whatever building I was in. Was that in the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were
Yeah.
next to the door while I was by the window.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
by the window. We were like blasting off through the door.
Yeah. For now, though, you're in the nearby alley of the
Okay.
of the Underkeep Inn, because you do have a head in your possession. It's evening. You have
We took the Issylra's head.
yeah.
You guys managed to rescue it before I ate it.
We have a full tank of gas. It's dark out, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
And we're wrapping the head so that it's less conspicuous, and let's stick it in a bag. And then
Christmas wrap or like
Yes,
We're
wrapping
safe.
paper with the bug.
Just make
My
sure
golden
it's
eyes are
plasticky
tracking it.
to keep in the blood.
I mean, we could use leather.
Or I
It'll
can
still
carry it.
soak through.
No, Willa, you can't carry it. Don't eat the head. We want to talk to it. You can eat it after we talk to it. While it's still screaming, that
Is
wants
it?
us to ask it its last question.
So which head is this now?
The ASMR.
the
The
Issylra.
Asthma. So now we have like two heads now? Didn't we have a head from somebody else?
It's
from
in
the-
my pocket, my pouch
Yeah,
still.
we have that one head.
Is that all we do? Is we go around to different?
Are you talking
worlds
about
and try
the,
to get
uh,
a head?
Still
the
have
the
the
skull?
head in my
We're like
pouch.
predators.
Or- oh, no, the
Show up
goblin
in a
head
funny
from
shape
the
that's
guy
a
who-
hole
Was it a
and
cobalt?
take people's
Oh yeah, it
heads
was a
and
kobold.
leave them.
Yeah, it was a kobold pilot
Can
in
there,
the construct. That's
can there
right.
be a universe that
Keeping it in the pouch with my spine.
That's
That's
right.
something.
can there be a universe that the heads of the people that I eat or show up as fruit? on my
No, that
branches?
sounds terrifying.
And you just scream
You just scream in horrible pain
until you eat them.
until you pluck them off the tree.
It's like in,
Ah!
it's like in Rick and
Scream.
Morty when that conductor is just spinning and
Oh, yeah,
bleeding and
blood
spinning
just spinning.
and bleeding and
Yeah.
spinning and bleeding like perpetually.
Tickets, please.
Yeah, the
But
tickets.
that's,
Tickets,
it's literally an
please.
actual thing that happens.
No.
There's peach
No.
trees where there's
No.
peaches.
It's not the
that-
peach tree I'm thinking of.
There's peach trees that have like their faces look like people's faces.
No.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the magic
I think
goes away.
so.
Now she's
I
just
know
human.
that tree. That was James and the giant peach tree.
No, I'm
That's not the peach tree.
pretty
What's
sure
Oh,
it
what's
might
this,
not
the
be a
deck of
peach.
many
It might not be a
things?
peach, but I'm pretty sure there's a fruit.
What are you guys
out there that
doing?
looks like human faces.
We are.
We're going back to our room.
hiding the head, you know, so it's
Okay.
inconspicuous, and trying to slowly saunter into our rooms.
I'd say the chaos of the crowd actually makes it quite easy. You guys find your way back into the Underkeep Inn, see the stairwells, and for the most part, the inn is kind of not that crowded. It's not that busy. Everybody's kind of rushed outside to see what was going on, and you
Everything's
just
on fire.
quickly kind of, the six of you,
Are we covered
make your
in
way
blood?
upstairs.
I think you pretty much ate things, so I don't.
I-
Why do you always
hurt
want
a
to be
lot.
covered in blood?
We're going upstairs. If we're turning in, I want to drink of the Craig's whiskey to help me settle. I need the rest.
We have it. There's alcohol in this universe, right?
It's alcohol in every universe.
There was not alcohol in his universe.
It was
He banned
illegal.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, it was illegal.
Sorry, I banned it here too.
That's
Just
not
now.
possible.
You see me signing a huge document from the standpoint. All of a sudden, you're
With a big giant crayon.
yeah, and all the booze in the bar just disappears.
Like
I
the,
do have
the,
some power.
like that
Fucking
the
warlocks.
notice just flies off like something from Harry Potter.
Fucking warlocks.
Lights on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like commune with my gods.
You don't
Heal
have
myself.
gods. What the fuck?
This god's a
You don't know.
magic.
I know.
Well, no, he communes to two gods, Nama and Stay.
Yeah.
As
Azoth the Defiler, show me the way.
That's right.
There's this hole.
Just
That's one way. Oh, you finished the lamp.
not yet. I still have the stained glass. I have to glue the stained glass.
Oh my god, it looks so cool.
Like we were talking about speaking with Dad, and I'm like, I will have this done eventually, but
Is that gonna be your main component for it?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the stainless. I got 1,
Ooh. Are you making a new dice roller?
2. So this, well, kind of.
Where the dice rolls through?
The before and
It's our speak
after,
with dead lamp.
Oh.
and then speak with dead. So dead always stays silent.
How do you make those?
I made this with markers and plastic.
Yeah, I know,
Really?
dude.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Frank.
even
That's so
made-
cool.
Then they go inside that. They go inside-
What? Where have you been all my life?
Right across the table.
I know, right?
We've all been
She's
playing
so
together for a
crafty.
year.
Wow.
Still not done yet. It's got a lot more work to do.
That's
So you
cool.
guys set it in for a long rest, or are you doing any activities prior to the long
We're
rest?
doing activities prior to the long rest.
Okay.
We clearly need to go shopping at some point because our armor. Oh shit!
We can't go until the
I don't know how
wyverns
many
out
places are
front
going to
are
be
freed
open
up.
at night.
I thought she ate them. She typically
What
absorbed
the wyverns?
wyverns. I thought she absorbed them.
Shopping's such
Not
a
all
great
of us,
idea, but I don't.
If I did the
Most
finishing
places
blow
are
the
closed
night,
right now.
or
Yeah, it's late at
nighttime.
night, yeah.
I want to go to sleep.
Because you guys had wrapped up most of your activities were on your way up for your long rest. He was the one that decided to go wander the streets because it was later and he wanted to go see what was going on.
So, it was my fault.
See,
Sorry, guys.
I devoured
I'm
both of
gonna
them because the way the spell's written, the higher rate, like level I am, the more creatures I can affect in a certain radius, and they were within 20 feet.
But you
of each
can't
other
turn into your tree form. So how did you consume them?
with the vines.
Did you? Because that was going to take way too long. I thought you were going to, but then it was.
She had the vines on the at the angel, and then they grew out. Isn't that right? Or,
It's like at first had like
That was
they
an-
didn't come from me specifically.
That was an entangling shot from your bow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vines from that devoured them. I used devour on them because at first I had the
devoured the green dragon and then started on the Ismar.
Yeah, and you guys cut the head off.
I
Correct.
didn't get both dragons.
No,
It was the green dragon. and
Yeah,
the-
because to do both would take too long.
Was, when I used the
Let me
spell.
search the bodies. I want to search the dragon body. Just to
They had to run, and she ate one of them.
Dang. But let's spit a bone out.
So what are you guys doing?
Speak with dead.
I'm sitting on the
Grizzly head?
bed and I'm kicking my
We're
feet
doing
right now.
rhymes now.
Just going like,
Yeah.
what are we doing,
just
guys?
Light the thing, put it inside, and just. Shit, sorry. That was like that. The battery light died.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Are you checking in for your long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow,
I
same.
can't do anything if I wanted to.
Okay. Well, you could always try to do something.
We can heal you.
What? Boo. I know someone's going to hit me and I'll be like, oh, you have 13 hit points. Yeah. Take 27 hit points. Have that to 82 hit points.
Morrow farts in his sleep, blows your head off.
Well, yeah. I just die.
Make a con save.
From the haunch of meat he ate.
From the
He's got
haunch
the
of
meat parts. Just
Technically, he fell into a sausage factory, wasn't it?
He fell into a butcher's when you jumped onto the roof from one to the other.
We're gonna go to
You
sleep.
fell into a butcher's shop.
Forever smelling of meat. So I guess
that was a
we're
long
doing-
time ago.
We did.
Who's
Yep.
casting it? You are?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
a cleric.
How many
Not in
people
this
fell
one.
into meat?
Not a cleric.
Huh?
You fell into meat when we were going to that warehouse to save her.
Yeah, that was like
Okay.
the back cut alley or something like
Mhm.
The sausage house.
Sausage
Yes,
factory.
It was a sausage fest.
And then the other, then my bat ate the sausage in my other campaign. So there's a lot of sausage in your campaign.
Yeah, there is a lot of sausage.
It's a sausage fest.
A lot of cardamom in it
So
too.
tell me, Antonitis, do you like oysters and snails? Because it seems like you only like sausage.
But that's the deleted scene. That's the
in
extended
there.
scene. No, the extended one it is, yeah. But the original theatrical release it wasn't.
Some people like orange. Oranges and apples. With the babies on board. I don't know, man. Whatever.
And the baby's arm.
They did a lot of innuendo shit.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Tony
they did.
Curtis did look real, you know.
Tony Curtis is
Feminine.
fucking hot. Are you kidding me?
He's a
gorgeous.
hottest chick I know.
He's gorgeous.
He's a gorgeous chick.
Those eyes, bro. Jeez.
Dude, I just didn't believe him in Terrace Bulba. I'm like, you're not a Cossack.
Those eyes, $1 million. They call them the $1 million eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Speak with Dead.
Can't tell us.
He tells me what to do all the time. I don't listen to him.
No, she doesn't listen.
You want a cream puff? There's cream
I'm
puff
trying to
over
figure
there.
out what they are. Are they cream cheese or?
No,
No.
it's like
Oh,
it's like
these?
Whipped cream.
Puffs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because
So-
so
With Morrow and Jerry settling in for the long rest, the three of you gather in the room, placing the Azamar head,
fresh head.
placing the freshly preserved Azamar head on the only table in the space. Three of you.
You put something down underneath it.
Okay.
Catch
A little piece of leather.
Yeah.
It's like slowly leaking out. into the
No, some
leather.
Kleenex.
Yeah, we're trying to staunch the blood with tissue paper.
Cover up the
little
holes.
guardian dragon just
As you cast the spell,
let's say I lighted it. I said we said the incense were supposed to be the basically the
yeah, and when you light the incense, the smoke and flame take, and you watch as his eyes open. His teeth grind.
Think of
Oh, I didn't do so well, did I? I've lost. Where's that little creepy fucker, Jerry? I want to talk to him. I'm sure he's got a question for me. I see you sleeping over there on the cart, Jerry. You skinny little fucker. I almost had ya. Almost. Do you have any idea what you're worth? Millions. They want you back bad, Jerry. Real bad.
Hurts to want, doesn't it?
Oh, I can't feel anything anymore.
not quite ready for questions. Pillowcase over.
Get the feeling the spirit's very angry, very disappointed.
Rolling underneath the pillow.
Why does this place smell like meat farts?
Okay. Questions.
Taking a piece of paper and just kind of.
Yeah, we're writing it down. We don't even want to say them out loud in his earshot.
I mean,
What are you doing over there? Are you writing something? You should ask me a question. My favorite color's blue.
His favorite color's blue.
Not really. You know I can lie, right?
I'm still writing it down.
You guys are easy. You guys are really easy. God, I can't believe I lost. Shit. I'm going to have to try again. It's all right.
See, it'll be my luck that there'll be some kind of passcode that we have to break into his locker or something, and his passcode will be his favorite color, and it'll be blue, and I'll have it written down because I wrote it.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that's a big bad, not me.
Yeah, probably.
You clearly have a thicker pillow.
That'd be like-
Just sit like.
Why did Asmar disappear?
Let me go. Hurry up. Ask questions. I gotta go. Takes time to reset the system. Come on. Hurry up.
I'm just gonna keep sitting on him. Hopefully more. Just.
Oh, shit. Why does it smell like cheese and ass?
5 questions.
Just gonna let one go.
Yeah, it's 5 questions.
Every time people do that, I think of Monty Python. Every time. It just never goes away.
I don't want the first one to be.
Okay, explain why
Why
you're
do they
trying to
want
kill
me so
it.
Now you're over there, Jerry. Come on. Come over here, Jerry. Ask me a question. Come on. Come on. Ask me a question, you little freak. I know you're over there. Come on.
We're all muffled by a pillar, so we can't hear you.
Right, absolutely.
All right.
Muffled.
We should have written this down before the podcast and stuff.
I'm gonna
That's what they
eat
call
you.
motorboating.
I'm like cozy right now.
If we don't ask him the fifth question, does he get stuck here and can't reset?
Yep.
I found a bucket with a lid.
You get up, the piss pail's in the corner.
Oh, I slide it over.
Yeah, you grab it.
I open it up.
It's got
Piss
a
pail?
solid stale urine in
I
it.
look. I go. I kind of go like this,
The honey bucket tea.
What are you doing? Wait, you're
measuring your head to see if it'll fit in this
what? What bucket?
this piss bucket.
The honey
You better
bucket.
not put me in there. If you put me in there, I'm gonna just talk and talk and talk. I'll haunt your dreams, you little fucker.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna
have you met?
I'm gonna bury it afterwards, so no one can hear you.
To make sure none of this gets posed in the form of a question. Okay?
Did you have a question for me, weirdo? Huh?
Now let's write down
Mhm.
what we want to ask.
I don't understand. Why is this taking so long? 5 fucking questions. Come on, I gotta hurry up and get back. I gotta get back. Come on. Come on. You know you want to ask me.
Why do they
Come
want
on.
something?
Come on.
I'm writing this down.
Okay.
I'm saying it out loud. So, do we want to ask him? Why do we want Jerry so bad?
I heard that.
No, you.
That's funny. Okay, I'll answer that.
How do they reset? What the fuck is a reset?
Well, it's the 3. There we go. There's basically, I'm just
Well, I mean-
gonna like.
Are those the questions we want to ask?
Yeah.
Well, the first question might lead to a different question.
I think one of the questions should probably be
Good luck
how
with
they got to
them.
this dimension and if they have a way
Just-
to go back between the dimensions.
Oh, how could we get that dimension?
Because they obviously have an easy way of back and forth.
But we want to go back and go back in time. We don't want to go
You guys
back
hear the
in
skull?
What are you guys doing?
You hear the Asmar.
Nothing. That's one question. Hey, who is that? It's me. It's 2 questions.
We need the
Is there a reason why this place smells weird? Yeah. That's 3. You got 2 left.
What is that stupid skull you have?
Jerry finally woke up. Huh? Is that skull talking? Kidding. You just hear the Asmar grinding his teeth with impatience.
Come on. 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 Come on.
I mean, for a while it would be really, really dark in the bucket, but then after a while, when we bury it, like 6 or 7 feet down into the ground.
Oh, you can give me all those veiled threats you want. You want all 5 questions answered. I know it. It's your kind. It's the way you are. Jerry. Jerry the Emperor.
I'm just gonna.
Jerry the God. We had you all arranged, and then you had to betray us, didn't you? Come on, Jerry. Come back with me. It'll be fine.
You vivisected me. No.
We put you back together. We made you better, Jerry. We made you way better.
Hello again.
Come on, Jerry.
Let's
Come
go
on,
ahead and ask the
Jared.
questions and find out what's going on.
Come on,
I
Jerry.
say we go down and get dinner.
Can you bring me back something? It's gonna be a
Honestly,
while.
Why do they want me so bad?
Ah, I think I heard a question. Well, why do we want you so bad? Is that the question, Jerry? Is that the question? Come on, get this pillowcase off me so I can see him. I want to see him ask me a question.
Why is there such a big price on my head?
Oh, that's 2 questions. One is want and one is price. Okay. Well, the price is because of what it cost us to build you again. It was expensive, Jerry. We want you bad because we want to make sure we get all of you back.
poke a little fleshy bit on it.
Stop poking me.
Keep doing it.
Oh, death
What do you
cleric.
mean by all of me?
Yeah, Jerry. Now you're asking the hard questions. Well, you see, Jerry, we had to reach out to different planes of existence to find different versions of you, and we did our best. But a couple of them went crazy, went off into the ether on their own. Are you one of the crazy ones, Jerry? Are you the good one or the bad one? The bad one was pretty fucking scary. We gotta destroy that one. But you the good one or you a bad one, Jerry? Yeah, I think he's a bad one. Look at those shifty eyes.
Writing down. Do we want to ask?
I like the Asimir's opaque
There's no
eyes.
such
Are just
thing
kind
as
of.
good or bad, but okay.
Do we want to ask how they're shifting? How, or is it just like shifting? It's a spell.
Yeah, we should.
How are you traveling between the multiverses?
The gateway, Jerry. You built it. Don't you remember?
That's right. I did build it.
You're not one of the other Jerrys. You don't remember, do you? Oh,
So,
wait a minute. I smell divinity in this room. Bring me back. I'll show you how to get to the gateway if you bring me back.
oh look, there's a piss bucket. I don't want to.
Can you bring him back?
With enough diamonds.
The middle of like a
We
lot
have
of
to
stuff.
level up a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
in character.
Well, we
were
could cut his
that
hands and
requires
his
more
tongue out
study.
so he couldn't cast spells.
It did eat the rest of his body. Is that even possible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you only need a pinky toe to bring someone back. Come on, bring me back and I'll show you the gate. You can come
Let's-
back with me, Jerry.
Cut off his ear.
Emperor Jerry. God Jerry.
Let's cut off his ear.
Ah! What?
All we need is this then, and we can leave the rest of him in that piss bucket.
No, you don't want to do that now.
I don't care what he says.
Come on, bring me back. Bring me back.
Feel
Oh,
like if
yeah,
I cut his
bring
head off
me
and I
back.
put him in the piss bucket. No.
Did he have
Wait,
anything on his?
cover it.
Did he have anything on his body that was that had that? He had that necklace.
All he had was the necklace, and I would say there's something to like the lack of what he had, like almost as if he traveled with like virtually the bare essentials.
Because you have to go through nude. Because that's
Well,
how the Terminator had to go through.
well, I mean, you give me an Arcana check to see if maybe either Arcana or Insight.
We rolled to see who got the necklace.
Do I need that little cow so I can fling it at
I don't.
him?
I think Willa has the necklace.
The little cow?
Yeah, I think Willa
I
has
was
it.
actually
Willa.
thinking I
What
was
did he
gonna
do?
wake
13.
up
Willa.
and use the piss bucket.
13.
Rachel's talking to
Oh,
you.
sorry, I didn't hear it. I was hearing that.
I got a whopping 13.
13?
Which necklace? The necklace that was on the dead dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bleh.
he was able to summon the creatures.
Mhm.
Well,
And he did grab that thing when he did.
Yes, that clearly was his
You
spell
do it.
focus. But he literally had nothing else on him.
Think of termites.
Just his refinements, and that was it.
You know, I'd like to think that she probably kept it because.
But you do remember that
Oh, I'm
tattoo
gonna-
reacting when he grabbed the.
She's got all the
the
costume
thing.
jewelry on.
What's the tattoo look like?
it was,
It's gone now. It was a
Oh.
golden raven. It's
Oh,
gone
the
now.
Golden Raven.
So holding up that.
Do I have that
Cupid.
tattoo?
Oh,
No, well, it's shiny. She would have kept it. She has all that costume jewelry on. her.
true.
But-
So you have the necklace out?
Oh, you want to be careful with that. Be careful. Oh, be careful.
You can hear his head banging around in the pail.
Don't fuck with that. You need it. It's important. No, don't do that. Don't. Really, don't.
Just don't
Yeah,
catch on
don't
fire.
let her have it. She does weird shit.
Yeah, I do.
Give me an investigation check as you examine it.
I found it interesting. He was willing to summon dragons to get Jerry when he was
Dirty
on
20.
death's door.
Dirty 20.
What did you say? Like,
It looks like a device with movable parts. It looks like it unfolds and folds.
Is there
Does it look like I didn't made it?
Power Stone type? I mean, is
Give
it
me an
like,
insight check.
there's no. Does it look like there's a piece of the Primordial Stone in it?
God damn, I can't go for shit.
No, but the way the folded metal comes together, it turns into something you can look through. Like you're holding it as a nice piece of, it's basically a raven's body and its wings, but when you close it, it's almost like you can look through into something.
Is it like one with that coral?
Maybe it's like a true sight thing where you can see the gate or see a trail to the gate or something.
As you do that, you start looking around, you could clearly make out the outline of everybody's magical items that they have. Anyone who's got any kind of magic item, you can see the.
What do I look like through that? I'm super curious.
She has an aura.
You see Jerry naked.
He's not wearing his clothes.
Look
it's
at
all
his
illusion.
legs are 8 inches long and his dick's a foot long.
Yeah.
It was more I think
He's got it wrapped around his knee.
the helm. The helm. I don't know. I think I have the helm.
Do you think you have the helm and the necklaces?
Listen,
The helm
listen,
and the
Jack.
necklaces.
I don't know if you're the right one or the wrong one.
Like hits his head in the pail.
But look, let's get you home. Let's get you checked out. See if you're.
Put the lid on his
Come on, Jerry. You know you want to go back.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So look, bring me back. Right? Bring me back. Give me the necklace, and I'll show you guys how to get back.
Can I do an investigation to look for mice or rats around here?
Sure. Give me a nature check.
If you tell us how to get back and we get back, we'll bring you back.
Give me persuasion or intimidation, considering who it is.
16.
16? Yeah, you kind of like look in the corner. There's a little mouse hole. You reach
16.
down, grab a little mouse.
I got a 16.
Get that!
Bring that thing over here so I can
Oh,
roll
that's
it.
good. Oh,
Bring that thing over so I can roll it.
It's just gonna go
Ate
through the
mouse.
neck and just go.
16.
He had a
get off me! Oh, yeah. Oh. This mouse will die.
The druid is just going through your neck.
He's just constantly like regurgitating the mouse over and over again as it crawls out his
Okay, I got a
bifurcated
I got a
neck.
16.
16?
Deal.
Okay, so your last
insight
question,
check.
and don't fuck this up. How do we get back?
You raise me from the dead. Give me the necklace, and I'll guide you through the gate. It's how you get back. It's the only way it works. That necklace won't attune to any of you. Only attune to me.
Insight check.
I just put it around his head and then do it. Let's go.
No, we don't want to.
Insight check.
Inside check.
Ah.
We're gonna have to bring him back. Plus, I think it's really creepy and cool, so I think we should do it.
I did a really good on the insight. That's
Terrible
cool.
idea.
That's a 26.
Oh, and you haven't had terrible ideas?
Absolutely not. But what if we just bring him in again?
Considering his condition, he was probably telling his version of the truth.
You don't have resurrection.
No, but I do have animate the dead. We don't have to have him alive. We just need his body to tune, right?
But animate dead, you have to have the body, or would it just be an animated skull? The animate dead.
No, you
doesn't
need a
bring them back.
body to animate the skeleton.
Regurgitate the whole thing.
Animate-
Technically, Willa could pass the skeleton, and then you would animate. I mean, he'd have a juicy head on top of a skeletal body.
But the problem with that is animate dead just brings back like a zombie. It doesn't bring him.
Correct.
his-
He's not
his
sentient.
consciousness
He's
is
a
not
thrall.
there.
He becomes your thrall.
Let's just.
What about
Hey,
back to
Table
Jerry.
of Horrors. Thanks for dropping in.
Thank you.
what about if she had the the assistance of a spore druid?
Let's
doubly.
raise him.
Doubly dead.
Please raise him.
Well, we can't yet because we don't know resurrection yet.
I thought you said you could do it.
I said I could make an enemy dead.
We can always
He
go
has
find
to-
a temple.
he has to be-
Oh, God.
we'd have to pay someone, I'm sure.
Yeah, I probably have to take it to the Lich King.
I'm
Can you
pretty
raise this
sure-
guy for us?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that. And he tried to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
I told
And
him
here
to
they
bring
were
him
gonna
back
kill
so
him
that he can try
anyways.
and
They
kill
would
us
want
I
again.
feel like I want to go to my ship. I feel like I want to get to my ship.
I feel like he was lying to us, and we shouldn't have lied.
If we could get to my ship, we could do a lot of things.
Where's your ship?
On the Ziggurat.
I don't want to go into King Dwendal's all-human area. We would not pass.
But if we animate the
I
dead
don't
of
know,
something,
I could
does it need
probably
to
pass
attune
this
to a
demon.
necklace?
No. All of those people. No.
Spit out a
trust me.
finger bone.
You cannot pass this one. All of those people at that gate, I mean, you know, that big, huge,
Wall.
monstrous wall.
Believe
They're
me.
all going to be standing there looking at us going, you shall not pass.
And then I'll
Tim.
be like,
Who said we have to
You
use the gate to
shall
get in?
not pass.
Who said
How
we?
else would we get in?
Who said we need to use the gate to get in?
How else would we get in?
I don't know. We'll have to look
why
into it.
did you sound like a wizard who was sitting on the toilet?
I think I would. I know who would be able to smuggle things in and out of a city, and that's some thieves. So
Are
if we
you still
found some
passed out?
thieves, they would know how to get in and out of the
No, his
city
eyeballs are open.
without being seen.
I know, it's like, that's why
He's
he's wearing
just
the hat now.
asleep doing his meat farts.
That's the way I lie, too.
Because if I could get into my ship, then we could get off this rock,
I mean, we can go back to the.
or just sit here and do
Wasp.
nothing. It doesn't really matter.
We can go back to the wasp and get off this rock. If it's
Or
just
can we?
getting off this. Oh, hopefully it's still there.
Well,
Knowing God, probably not.
Raise your eyebrow at me. I'm not God.
I asked permission. It should be fine.
Ammonia should keep that head pretty good, then, right? We're waiting for her to raise 5 levels to be able to.
Raise 5 levels.
Yeah, we only need.
Time for some side quests, guys.
Let's go grind on some Torkins.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to the forest and kill some boars.
Go back to Vasselheim, destroy some Goliaths.
Do you know Gentle Repose?
Poop.
No, I
Gentle Repose should be one you have.
One that
If
can
she
take
took
at
it.
least. Well, if she's a druid,
Who
she can,
names these
or a cleric,
spells?
she can switch them out.
Oh, yeah.
Gentle repose.
I have gentle propose
Cool.
as
Really?
a ritual.
You could
Cast
preserve
on
the
the
head.
head
Preserve
so
dead
it stops
things.
Yeah.
decaying in our heads. I mean, in our bags.
I mean, technically, I think you used it on the kobold head, too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bella's just got bags full of heads.
Somebody's gonna search our shit. And
Who's
find
got the
things we're a
skull?
serial
You have the
killer.
skull?
She has,
That- she has the animated skull.
Yar, you got the animated pirate skull. That's right.
Everybody gets a skull.
I keep it as kind of a shoulder dressing.
That won't be conspicuous at all. Especially
You'll get
since
right in.
Animated and it talks to you.
Yeah. We'll get right
She's
into
just
the.
throwing her voice.
Parlor.
No, remember we can't. No, remember we can't hear him talk.
No, only she could hear
Only
him.
she can hear him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unless
she
you ask
talks
him,
to
unless
herself.
you ask him a question specifically,
Mm-mm.
No.
because it got like 5.
It's whoever's
No,
in
he only
possession
talks
of the
to you.
skull only talks to you. If you were to give the skull to someone else,
Yeah,
then
like-
it would talk to that person.
Yeah, that's what.
Yep.
anyways. So, it says I need salt, copper. I guess it's like basically like you could use the like
Here's a penny. Here's some
Cop-
salt.
Copper
Yeah.
piece and some salt,
Yeah.
and you're good.
Okay, and you put a piece of for each eye
Mhm.
on each eye, and then I'm like gonna say it's like mushrooms kind of
Yeah,
just
pack it in
Yeah.
salt.
and like
So-
my spores just kind of hover on there.
It's preserved.
Cool.
That's right, because you went Spore Druid, right? Yeah.
That's different.
And who's got the necklace now? You still have the necklace, Jade?
It lasts for 10
I'm playing
days.
with it.
It does seem to identify magic items. It
Just
it does show an aura of magic kind of like associated to Willa's dryad form. Dryads are naturally magical creatures. The head that's been preserved also has a aura around it as well. Is that Carla?
I have no idea.
If it is her, ask her what her character's doing.
I'm in.
Oh my god, I'm totally gonna get copyrighted. Everybody jumps up on the table and starts.
Everybody pops Molly. Everybody gets a result.
Like 6.
Alright, shows magic items and magic spells have an aura around the item spell.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You guys setting in for your long rest? You
Sure.
keeping a watch?
Oh, we're keeping a watch.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
Since
What if this guy's gonna?
do I still have blindside, or is that
What
not
if they
a thing
can
I have
locate him?
anymore?
Not in your dryad form right now, no.
Do I have dark vision?
You do have dark vision. In your dryad form, you have dark vision.
I'll take first watch.
Bella's taking first watch. Who's got second watch?
I'll take second watch.
I'll
Okay.
stay up in the darkest part since I have dark vision. I can do that.
Okay. Bella, give me a perception check as you stay up for the first round of watch while everyone else settles into their sleep.
How long would you? How far would you
That's
say my
sleepy.
dark vision is? So I can add it to my list.
Mhm.
How far would you say my dark vision is?
60 feet.
23.
23. The first part of your watch is the sound of the streets calming down. Guards going from building to building, trying to find any eyewitnesses. You can hear them you can hear them out in the streets talking to people. You could hear what sounds like maybe a merchantman or somebody who was out on the street when the incident occurred. And you can hear them, like you're at the window, kind of like keeping an eye out. You could see guards carrying torches and gathering up people. And the dead bodies have been put into wagons to be taken off. And right now there's 2 guards and a captain talking to someone down below you. Well, I can't really tell you what he was because he was strange looking, to say the least. His head was heart-shaped, but fat on top with a bit of pointy of a chin in it. A big black eyes. Creepy little bugger. I think he was with a tabaxi, though. I'm pretty sure. The other guy was a big old fella. The others I don't really remember, unfortunately. Wish I could give you more information, but they were fighting this guy. He broke out of the cell. The guards around the cell were taken out immediately. These big wyverns came down, and they fought in the streets. I don't know where they went. Sorry, that's all I can remember. Very well, citizen, move along.
Snitches get stitches, bro.
All right, you two. Check on that side, I'll check on this side. Start checking any of the inns and taverns. See if we can find anyone that matches. At the very least, a strange, gray-skinned, black-eyed fella and an orc in a tabaxi, and see what we could figure out. And kind of going back and forth. You can hear their boots kind of go down the laneway. And
So he did.
Don't I
that's
regain
right,
my
I
spells on a
didn't
short?
take it.
Doesn't the warlock regain his spells on a short rest?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's their
Maybe I'll
benefit.
do a short rest
You take more short rests.
just in case.
Do they come to the door,
Or is that no? That's meta.
no, they seem
I'm
they
sorry.
seem to go in different directions for
No,
now.
that's meta.
But you can see
I
the
was
captain
down
goes
there
across
fighting
the street to the other buildings, and you can tell he's like interviewing the guards on the other side now. This guy seems pretty up to the task. You're kind of watching him through the window. You watch as they're going in and out of the different buildings. So far, no luck. They haven't seemed to bother the.
And that's right behind them.
Maybe they already started there.
I was gonna say, if they're start there, then I'm just.
They don't seem to be overly interested in the Underkeep.
They're like, You're still in your. Are you actually sleeping or?
I have to. I can't be a tree at the moment. She's very. I got a fitful sleep. She's like.
So end of your watch.
I'm basically kind of.
You're
You
waking
just crack your neck.
Jade first because
Jade.
she's got the second
You
watch.
just crack your neck.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tap on you later. It's like, don't answer the door. Wake me up if anyone comes to the door. If someone noticed you, and yeah, they're looking for both of you. They're looking for you, Jerry. There's a captain of the guard out there. He's looking for us, or he's looking for you two so far. He didn't sound like he's looking for me. So if someone comes to the door, wake me up.
Okay. I can just make myself look like someone else.
I thought that was the second day. I thought that was Tuesday.
No, it's a spell that I have disguise self.
Oh, okay. Emma.
So they're looking for
A tabaxi
Tabaxi.
and a strange alien black-eyed thing.
okay.
That'd be me.
So as you settle in,
Yep.
give me perception as you keep a watch out the windows and an ear at the door, and you and Ivory do your watch.
18.
You can hear footsteps out in the hallway, maybe 2 or 3 people. You can hear knocking on doors, on different doors. What do you want?
Does it sound like they're opening the doors?
Yeah, like you hear a door open.
Yeah, what do you want?
Have you seen these 3 individuals? One's described as a large orc, the other one's described as a small gray halfling, and the third one's described as a tabaxi.
Nah, I got here 2 days ago. I left my room. Let me out.
Door shuts. Boots in the hallway.
I wake up, fella.
Yeah. Yes.
As she wakes you up, knock on the door.
I hide under the bed.
It's just a tail.
I grab Jerry and I hide and I pull him under the bed and we hide. Under the
She
bed.
wakes you up, pulls you
I don't
underneath the
wake him
bed,
up, I just pull him under the bed.
pulls you, which will stir him and wake him up at the same time.
I'm just gonna like
They're looking for
disable
us.
it, just
I'll
kind of
just
like
levitate
look
outside
like
the
I'm just
door.
waking up from really bad. Just
mean,
what are you
outside the
there?
window.
Hold on.
Make yourself
I'm just gonna yell at you. Just give me a minute.
Open the door. We have questions.
Yeah. They're right there. Ben's like,
Do I wake up to this?
You're all awake now.
Okay.
I'll hide then.
I'm gonna push you off the bed and just.
They're
I
looking
guess
for
we
me
need to
too.
roll a hide, huh?
They're looking for me.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be safer for you to be under the bed. Because
It would be weird
Oh
to
no,
have
I
so
forgot
many
the
beds and
picture of
only
my
one
mom and
person
dad on the
staying
bedside
there.
table.
The 2 gray aliens
Yeah, they're all-
holding the gray baby.
You know, they're like cracking like an
Magic
egg with a
egg,
number
baby.
on it.
They're cracking egg.
just hair. Just, I'm just open up like, can I help you?
How long you been here tonight? Did you see what went on out in the street?
Buddy, I need way more sleep than anyone else here.
Have you seen these 3? And they hold up 3 documents, and they're sketches. They're really bad sketches of like a bipedal cat.
It's like a circle.
Yeah,
And
it's not very good. I rolled really shitty for his performance check. So
then a triangle.
right,
eyes.
and then it's like kind of like the orc drawing's actually a little bit better. Kind of reminds you of Morrow.
But it's
But the Jerry drawing is spot on. Like, it's creepy. And you get the feeling that it was such a strange image to describe that whoever drew out this image was just fascinated with the description. Yes, this gray fella here, tabaxi and an oak. Have you seen them?
Maybe a latrine, but that's about probably it. I've never seen anything like that.
Give me a deception check, please.
Don't deceive. Yeah, our worst
Shit,
liar.
how bad's your charisma?
Oh, thank you, God. There's a 20, so 24.
24? Very well. Sorry to disturb you. Shuts the door. Hear their boots moving on. to the next door, and you guys kind of like,
Probably empty because it's probably ours.
no one answers the next door. And then they get to the end of the hall and they knock, and Halfling answers the door. Oh, you're Quigley, aren't you? Yes, my caretakers are managing down below. Sorry, sir. What seems to be the
I'm
problem?
going to the window and opening the window. And I'm going to levitate out and up to the roof and just wait there.
Okay, you guys watch as Jerry just opens the window, goes out, levitates up.
Go with him.
Are you gonna climb
You
out?
see a little gray hand.
I think Morrow should go with him, and I can make myself look like someone
Okay.
else.
That's true.
I'll climb out.
The three of you give me stealth checks, please. See how well you can do this.
No, I'm gonna stay.
Oh, you're staying?
Yeah.
But she's gonna
Oh,
change.
Change
Okay,
into
that's
something
stealth.
else? Okay.
Damn it.
Floor dice. Floor dice.
7.
Floor dice are the
I got
nicest
I
dice.
got it.
Terrible roll.
Oh my god, come on.
What'd you get there, Jer?
14. Yes.
Okay. So as Jer and Morrow make it up onto the roof.
I got
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Yeah. There you go.
Those of you in the room could just hear like the heavy footsteps of Morrow kind of clunk, 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 trying to gain his
Some
balance
tile
and get
falls
up
off.
on it. Yeah, like he watches a piece of slate tile crashes down below. And Quigley's all, oh, Tabaxi sounds familiar. This gray fellow, though, I don't recall that one. I think you looked like someone else at the time.
No.
Yeah.
Did you look like Jerry?
He was in
He,
his,
he wasn't there with us, I don't think, when we
No.
when we got the rooms. He was
No,
elsewhere.
he was.
He
there,
was.
but he kind of left.
No, I
No,
just
He
went.
went to the Ixamar.
Yeah, but
We got the room.
We went in. I sat down. I
Yeah.
levitated, and they all
Served
freaked
us.
out and told me to sit back. Not
Yeah,
do
because
that.
of the no magic policy.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's right.
then I went out for a walk.
Okay. The gray fella. I didn't get his name, but I think I remember him. Can't forget that orc. But you know what? They were with other travelers. A red-headed lady, a strange green-skinned woman with mushrooms growing out of her hair.
We got
and-
green skin.
I think
green skin.
or your wooded bark skin. Sorry.
I don't have that right now.
She doesn't.
Oh, so you would have been human at the time?
Well,
She
the-
can't
No,
turn
dryad.
back.
I would
Oh,
have.
well, but see,
Yeah,
the problem
dryads
is,
look like
You told me
plants,
that
though.
I look normal, but I
It
have like a
doesn't-
monster.
well, no,
It
it-
doesn't really matter if it's accurate. I mean, think
technically,
about the powers of
dryads
observation. Most people
don't look
can't
humanoid.
accurately
They have
observe
green,
No, it's
kind
not.
of
Olive
fern, olive-like skin.
Okay.
They have plants that grow out of their features.
Okay.
It's just right now you're not able to turn into your tree ant form right now.
And they're like,
So you guys can hear Quigley describing everyone, including you. And as he describes you, one of the guards goes, "Wait a minute. I think I was just talking to someone that matches that description. The room, 4 doors down, is it? Yes, I believe so. Thank you, sir. We don't need you any longer."
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Lock the door. I'm gonna put. Can I use like is there any furniture I can just put through the door?
Like as you start locking the door and moving furniture up to it, like you take one of the beds. Yeah, you're on the second floor. As you do that, you can hear them right outside the door. Okay, look, you stay here with these two. I'm gonna go get the rest of the fellas. If they try to leave, blow the horn, and we'll come a running. But stay here. Don't let them out the room.
We
Be
got the
quiet. And you can hear the boots. They didn't roll very good for their stealth. You can hear them leaving down the stairwell. So the two of you are up on the roof. You can see a very excited sergeant come running out. Captain! Captain, over here, Captain! He's like waving at the captain. He runs over. Him and the captain exchange words. And then suddenly the captain is like starting to gather up like a dozen or so men.
Tomorrow.
I go float down to the window.
Tomorrow.
I cast.
We need to leave
Okay.
now.
I cast reduce
Okay.
on Ivory and pick her up and put her on my shoulder.
Okay. So she's small now.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Out the
And-
window. Tomorrow.
I'm still on the roof waiting to find out what we're getting.
I go back up. I go back up. I go. We gotta get out of here.
Like
No.
Bella
Think
comes
you were
up
just
onto the roof.
sleeping with your eyes
Borrow.
open.
Mara, what are you doing? Come on, we gotta go.
I'm just trying to figure out which way we're going to leave. I can
Gonna
leave from the
hand-
roof.
You could. I mean, there's other rooftops
Okay.
you could take.
Potions of flight.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
I can levitate, so I'm good.
And potion of fly. Give that to Morrow.
Just trying to imagine Scarlet waking up after you're all gone.
Just holding her by her foot, just
Where'd
But
everybody
don't forget
go?
the piss bucket. Oh, we got it here. Never
Well,
mind.
not, we woke her up, and she's gonna go. To
Right.
She can,
So you guys heading up to the roof?
I find it interesting that
How are you guys?
Floating to the roof.
Okay.
I only have 3 potions of fly.
I have gaseous form.
Never mind. I'll take yours.
Give that
Do
to
we wanna use these and
Because I have. So many
Although it would be
potions.
interesting just to talk to the guards and see what they want.
Jump.
Maybe
I have
we
two
got a
fly- two
reward
flying.
for,
Jump.
Yeah,
saving
for
the
saving
town.
the
Strength.
I don't know if there's going to be a reward.
The town
It's
got
all
attacked
random.
by Werb and we saved it.
You guys can now hear dozens of bootsteps coming up the main stairwell.
I don't think that's going to be a. This is not a reward.
Open up in there now!
Thumbs up.
It's not a happy sound.
the great
How long does
Giardini.
it take you to go into Gaseous Form?
It's just one action. It lasts an hour. I have a fly speed of 10.
Summon.
Can you
or-
gaseous form multiple people?
So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let's figure out if she can gaseous form multiple people,
Okay.
or if it's just her.
It's
I think at higher levels you can.
Well, we're 10, not 2.
no, that's not.
No, higher levels that you cast it.
Right.
It says you transform a willing creature you touch along with everything they wear into a misty cloud.
Yeah, well,
restoration. They have the creature drops to 0 hit points, becomes incorporeal, and the creature isn't affected. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is fly speed of 10. The target can enter and occupy a space of any other creature. The target has resistance to non-magical damage, advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. The target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even near cracks through the.
If you get to the end, it'll tell you about upcasting.
I'm trying. It's like
You just keep reading. Just go to the end.
while in this form,
Jump to the
the
end.
creature can't talk, manipulate objects, and the objects you carry or hold can't drop, use, otherwise, and interact with. It doesn't say anything about upcasting or anything.
Then you can't upcast it.
Okay.
There you go. 10 minutes later.
Well, see, I was trying to see if it had said something about that within it, because sometimes it says you can cast it on 10 people.
Typically, the last sentence at the end of the spell description will tell you what you could do if you cast it at higher levels.
Yes, I was just seeing if there's like a multiple, like you once you cast it. 'cause
What level
something-
spell is it?
It's a level 3.
Yeah, no.
Next.
All right, you guys bailing up
Yes.
towards the roof. So who's got? So gaseous cloud, fly,
Fly.
fly,
Levitate.
and levitate. So
I'm
as
going to wait till the last minute. So when they are entering the door, I'm going to poof into a gaseous form, kind of create a fog before I escape.
okay, so who's going? Jerry's already out there, up there with Morrow.
Tomorrow's up there.
You go next. Bella and Scarlet next. As the door breaks down, there's 4 guards that start bursting in. Grab! And you burst into like a cloud and vapor out the window. Magic users! Quick! Get the wizards! Now! And you watch as
Great.
2 of the guards go running downstairs. You guys are now up in your various forms up on the roof. You look to the right and the left. Everything's tightly packed, so you can go from roof to roof, or you could just
We're jetting to the. I want to
get back to the ship.
Yeah, we all know where it
Okay.
is.
All right. So your journey flying
It's better at
over,
3,000
I
feet.
need everyone. So if you're gaseous form, you can give me stealth with advantage. Everyone else gives me fresh stealth checks
I'm a
As you're-
cloud.
as you're heading out.
I'm just a cloud.
I got
We're
a
not
5.
doing the
Natural 20!
if we have advantage or if we have
Which was necessary because my first one was a
is it
3.
advantage if we have the so 2 dice if we have proficiency. Sorry, what was word looking for?
No.
Are you proficient in stealth?
Well, yeah.
Okay, then you have advantage.
Was it just
No.
asking if you were because or if it's the proficiency.
That's the old
That
way.
was the old way. I didn't know if we were still doing.
We're just going to 5e, right? So whatever
Yeah.
plus 9 is or whatever plus.
Yeah, I mean, unless it.
It does not say it.
Okay, then you're regular.
Because I got an initial 20 for a 26, can I use my gaseous form to help them obscure if I need?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh wait. I can cast
What'd you
that
21. Maro, what'd you get?
pass without a trace.
12.
18 plus 3.
You can pass without trace,
that's
which
for,
will turn
like,
that
the
into a
ground.
22. No,
No, it's stealth checks.
it's for all stealth checks.
Plus 10.
Within 30 feet of you.
Well,
Should I roll
so
one
stay
for
within
Scarlet?
30 feet.
Yeah, you can roll for Scarlet.
I know she has.
So I get a
one.
plus 10.
Can I
Yeah.
carry her and fly?
Who's Scarlet?
So
I can
What's your
carry it.
strength? Oh, Maro could
You
carry
have
it
her,
easily.
beyond
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
I
just
can
like
carry
it'd be
it.
16 plus
What'd you get?
something.
Do I get a plus 10?
Yeah.
Wait,
Then a
wait.
15.
15, you got a 5.
One second.
Did she
My
attach
dice
hers
are
to the
sucking that
15?
game.
No, mine aren't much
8
better.
is 23
3 and an
plus 10 is
33.
Just give me a
And
second. I'm
Ivory
bringing up her
is-
character sheet because
Ivory's on my shoulder. So.
Okay. So as you guys drift up and off the roof, unfortunately, her last minute action has them going and yelling for the wizards. And you can
Just
hear
leave-
guards.
You leave with a
Like-
you
flourish,
had
huh?
to be a, you had to have
I had to leave with a flourish, huh?
You hear the
I'm
guards.
trying to obscure your guys' exit.
Didn't need to.
Yeah, we're gone.
You could hear the guards yelling to keep their eyes on the horizon. Look up in the sky. Keep an eye out. You know, they're all yelling at each other to keep an eye out. But you guys drift over and away so fast away from the buildings that you're kind of leaving all the yelling and everything behind relatively quickly. You're slowest, so you're moving the slowest. But before long, you're back in the farmer and herder outskirts of the town. And within, a little bit of gray light is beginning to show off on the horizon as you guys kind of arrive at the ship. And you're
I'm the
tucked
reason you
into the
need cloud
trees.
So the ship's still there?
Ship's still there.
I
Yeah,
don't
no one
think that
discovered
went
it.
very well.
Let's get out of here.
Scarlet rolled
And
24.
go where?
I don't know, maybe 3,000 feet in the air and then get a good night's sleep.
On our treasure hoard?
Yes. There's a giant cord there. Yes. Very shiny.
It's very
I am
shiny.
imagining you curling
Let's
up
just-
on it like a cat.
Let's just go 10 miles away or whatever and then sleep.
Because right now you're in the outskirts of Odwin.
Yeah, we need to go like 10 miles away.
Okay.
Should we find the druids? Maybe they're more hospitable.
I don't know if anyone on this planet, in this universe is hospitable.
I don't trust anyone.
Can I take my collar off? Or does magic work while I'm in the ship?
Can she shift?
I say when you're in the ship, you realize you can shift.
Awesome, I do that.
Yeah, now she's all bent over us. Freaking 30-foot tall tree.
Into her normal tree. shape,
Oh,
not
yeah.
It's still humanoid, but more tree-like. I feel better.
There's probably some magic dampening field in town.
Oh, it's probably what those mages are doing. They probably keep up some kind of dampening field.
So
Anti-magic magic users.
Really
They're the
fly
worst.
away.
Try the pen you have and like look
Just
at,
gonna
look at
tick
that.
off a long rest.
look around to all the sky and everything.
You start looking around with the
See if you see anything in the
Um, about a mile out from where the ship is and hovering over a nearby lake, you see a ring of purple flame. It must be pretty big to be able to see it from this distance. But when you move it's not there. You can only see it through the device.
It must be the portal.
Huh.
can't pass through without.
That's not towards the.
You know, he
town,
could
right?
be lying about the.
I mean, there's a bunch of small towns that exist along the border of this lake. You can see the clusters of lights. Odwin is
Is there a
more.
Knoll camp? You know, around
No,
the lake?
there isn't.
Uh,
Would you like there to
No,
be one?
no, I don't want there.
Because
to
I
be
can
no
give you one
camp,
if you
no.
want one.
what if he was lying about the necklace attunement?
Oh, I'm sure he was lying. He was lying through his teeth.
Well, maybe one of us like me can attune to it, and then go through the portal.
No,
Do you
we're
really
not-
want to try it?
We're not splitting up. We're not splitting the
We're not-
party. We're not splitting.
We're
the
not
party.
splitting the party.
I mean, he did say that the one of the Jerrys was able to wear this or attune to it. He made it apparently. Maybe he might be able to
I
attune
doubt
to
it
it.
even needs attunement.
I would have made a
See
back
through
door to it.
That's just seeing through to it. That's not putting it on.
Which
It's about 3 hours away from daylight, and no one's had a long rest yet.
Thank you.
But he's had a short rest.
Yes, you're all free to check off short rests if you want to, but you haven't had a long rest yet.
Okay.
Let's just go. Let's park somewhere. Let's
right.
go under the water. Go to the bottom of the lake and we'll sleep there.
If you
Oh,
can
no.
see through it, do you have to attune to it?
Wow, that's fun.
Lights.
Yeah.
It implodes.
Okay.
Whoops.
Let's
Jerry,
just
experiment
keep
on it.
our. I'm gonna
We're not rich.
finish the rest of my watch. Y'all go to sleep.
Okay, we'll all go sleep.
So you finish. So you guys stay in just where the ship is right now, or do you head up?
I think we'll be far more exposed if we are floating in the air. It had an invisibility thing.
It does, yeah. Lasts up to 8 hours.
We just
That's
go
enough
there
for a
and
long
sleep.
rest.
Of course, I wonder, like, if you're looking for magic, do you see
Right.
something?
It's a magical ship, so if they have detect magic, they'd be able to see the ship.
Right.
They'll see it.
And
So it doesn't matter whether you're invisible.
Why don't we
or
just
not.
go to the bottom of the lake?
Or find like a tree or a cliff top.
we have all of the greenery. and
Yeah, you're
stuff.
currently tucked away inside like the edge of a small forested area.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like near the
Willa
marshlands, and
Willa grew the
Willa
vines
grew the
inside.
vines to cover it.
Okay, let's just
Is
go
it
sleep.
a pile
Where-
of wool?
where am
I
I?
go to sleep. I go to sleep. Let's go. I'll go to sleep.
I thought we were 4 miles away.
Take one.
Yeah, you're pretty far. Yeah.
Confirm. There we go. I'm back.
Sorry, my shoelace got stuck on my caster.
Okay, it's the next
Like,
day.
why won't my foot
Long rest
move?
give you like all your health back or what?
Yes, long rest gets you. Don't click it off yet because you
I
know.
did.
How's it-
I know Jerry already has, but
So as everybody else settles in a long rest on the ship, Willa, give me a perception check as you're on watch, the final watch.
Awesome. Since I could turn into my tree form, can I root out and get advantage on that?
If you're outside of the ship.
outside
Sure.
of the ship.
Or I thought we parked.
No, we're inside.
No, we're
No,
inside
you're
the ship.
inside the ship while it's undercover.
Okay.
Look at Jerry's.
Can I just
Everyone
become
goes
another
to sleep so we can have a long rest?
Can I just be a tree?
If you
while I-
want, but
So
it doesn't work outside the ship.
It doesn't?
No, magic is only working inside the ship
So
right
it's like,
now.
as soon as I go out,
As soon as you go outside, you go back into your dryad form.
vomit.
Foot comes out, bony skeletal foot.
Wind comes out.
Yeah. Set.
Okay.
Okay. Like basic roll then. It's not good. It's 8
8. I mean, you're
plus 3.
looking outside the, through the viewport of the ship and watches the sun rises, and no one seems to come this way. No one seems to bother. You don't see any search parties or anything. So it's morning of day 2 of your arrival. You guys can click off a long rest. What would you like to do?
Strangle Jerry.
With the necklace.
Let her strangle me. Succumb to it. Succumb to the darkness.
Scarlett's sitting over in one of the
It's all the
chairs with her
same,
little
you know.
cup of coffee. So, what are we doing?
Oh, now you're gonna pipe up.
Well, you guys had everything under control last night. It was fine.
That's
We
control.
made it out of Odwin.
We were in control last night.
Well, think about it. The Azamir clearly was lying to us. If you could see the gate, attunement's not necessary. The question is it required to go through it? Maybe the gate's powerful enough that it just is always there.
Well, if he said I made it, but I don't remember. If
Well,
was
I
gonna
think he
make a
said. I
gate-
think he said one of you made it.
Yeah, I think he
But
said
if I
it
was
a
going
different
to, if one of me was going to make the gate, because one of me is all of me. That's why I'm a god.
Can you snap your fingers and get us out of this?
Snap him. Let's see.
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I would like to see your ability to snap your fingers.
I apparently can barely get a long rest. So with you people here, probably not. I'm probably just a mere mortal. But
All right, blame us for your not godhood.
but if I was to make if one of me,
Are you God-splaining?
yeah, I'm not trying. If one of me was supposedly going to make a
Is that
gate,
golden raven like in your hand still, or by chance you're hanging on you or something?
It's in my pocket. Probably.
It's your pocket. Great. I'm gonna see if I can snatch it. Just put it on him.
Give me sleight of hand. And then give me a stealth check.
My pass it is 16.
oh, you're going to regret this
Oh, I am.
big time.
I can live with that. So 18.
18 is your sleight of hand. So you snatch it out of Jade's pocket. Now give me a stealth check. What's your passive perception, Jared?
Question though, because I probably would have stuck it in the pocket of holding.
It'll take me a good second to find it.
My passive
Technically, you can't
perception
retrieve it.
Is 12.
Technically, if you put it in the pocket of holding, she can't retrieve it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know. So
Well, no, because pocket of holding is like a bag of holding. The only way you can retrieve something is you say what it is. Well, no, you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, she knows
So
what she's
yeah,
looking for.
yeah. So I say all you know in the pocket of holding, as long as you call it the Golden Raven, you pop you reach in there, you snatch on, like they're all talking to each other while you do it, and then you just kind of glide silently over to behind Jerry and you just whip it around his neck really quick and you clasp it.
This is the
You
second
guys
time
watch
I've done this,
Yes. this
as
is-
there's a flare of light around Jerry's neck, and you watch as 4 dozen Jerrys pop into existence.
4 dozen.
That's a lot.
Yeah, fills up the ship.
Very crowded.
It's like
Are they like?
shoulder to shoulder little Jerrys. They're astral projections, so they're only about 1.5 feet tall,
Jerry Sardine.
you know, but they're all in various conditions.
Like,
You notice one is
they're
dead. You notice one is being carted off in like a cage. You notice one is arguing with like a naked chick. There's like another one arguing with 2 naked guys. There's like another one where he's with a merchant. There's another one where he's so drunk that people are stealing from him. There's just dozens and dozens of astral projected Jerrys suddenly filling up the ship.
Can we touch them?
Your hand passes through it.
Should we catch their like snap finger, try to catch attention? It was like,
No response. It's almost like you're just getting a view. And you get the feeling that this necklace,
I want to look, see if any of them have that necklace too. Just kind of like,
none of them do. You get the feeling the necklace was guiding the Azamir
oh,
to the Jerry's.
to the Jerrys.
huh. Nothing. Well, that was a fun experiment. I'm going back to sleep now.
It's not that you've given away our position. Oh.
No, there's just a bunch of different hollow cherries in here. That's all.
There's a pretty good chance that's not the only one.
What?
Necklace.
At least now we know. Yeah, experiments.
Do they have numbers over their heads?
No.
Maybe there's some sort of way to mask his presence.
Jerry, now that you have the necklace on,
Mhm.
you know of 48 separate universes that become relevant in your mind.
Okay.
And you could feel yourself connecting with each one of them, except 3 of them suddenly just kind of like wink out. And those ones probably died.
They're systematically killing all the Jerrys.
Finding them, killing them, retrieving them. They're tracking down all the Jerrys that they built from your parts.
Yay, I didn't do a dumb thing.
The name of
Yes.
this episode is Jerry's.
You get the feeling that
Dreams they fly. Dreams they run.
Attack of the Jerry
You said
clones.
44 Jerry's?
there were 48,
48.
And then 3 winked out.
3 winked out. The others
The Jerry
are
Wars.
parsed out in 45 different planes of existence.
Which one seems interesting?
Give me an insight check as you start
I'm
kind
gonna
of looking
roll
at the
one, so it
different
doesn't matter.
projections.
Oh, 2
You did not
instead.
roll a 2.
Oh, it was a 9. Okay, sorry. Looked like a 2.
I like how Callis has to correct you.
9.
You
Was I
did
doing
not roll a
insight?
2. That's a 9, you blind fuck.
11. 11. I'm going to get my drink. While you decide what I can do with an 11. Which is 0.
Oh my god, I wish I had guidance.
Guidance.
You're not a fucking cleric.
Start trying to find a god.
So you guys are watching Jerry kind of meander through the different projections. He seems to be kind of focusing on them. You could see the beams of light kind of like pulsing out of the necklace. As you're watching the imagery, the 4 of you can give me survival checks.
You got Tim Horton coffee in there?
Mhm.
Pickaxe.
Huh?
The pickaxe.
Oh.
Tim,
Tim Hortons, if you've ever been to one in Canada, they're the shit. They're the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
They make
Survival.
Starbucks look like
18.
Burnt coffee.
Hobo's dick cheese.
Are you familiar with Hobo's dick cheese?
Are we playing with advantage for the?
No, I just,
Nope.
just mention it. I don't drink coffee
You don't drink coffee.
unless I go to
18
Tim
plus
Hortons.
4,
I don't get
22?
one of their, like,
Lovely.
frosty ones.
Okay, 22, 18,
9.
9,
15.
15.
They like that, Jerry.
The 2 of you realize
9.
each of the image of Jerry's are in the same area. Like
Oh no.
they're all having their experience in the exact same spot, but in different places of planar existence.
What spot is it? The moon?
It's
Is it exactly where we are?
no. So you can see the base of the pyramid and flashes of the vehicle up on the pyramid.
Oh, it's there?
Oh,
Yeah. You get the feeling that Jerry's are trying to find the ship.
Oh, shit.
shit.
We're all trying to find the ship.
Yeah.
So whatever I do, all the other Jerrys are going to do.
You don't know if that's the case, but there is almost kind of like a subliminal
Like
connection.
subliminal thing, right?
Yeah.
Driving
And as
like-
Willa and Bella like point out, hey, point out the projected image in the background, you get the feeling they're in Rexentrum. And you piece it together because all the people in the imagery are all human.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Where's our?
We need to
parallel
get to my
version?
ship before any of the other Jerrys get to my ship.
Why?
Because we want the ship. The other 46 Jerrys can go pound sand.
Why don't you just merge and become one?
You'd have more parts, apparently.
Well, you could become
What's the
one.
fun in that?
You ever played?
And you're
Dragon?
beginning to realize that they probably also want that ship.
Mm-hmm.
You ever played Dragon?
Yeah.
The mother worm things.
So we need to get to the ship before I get to the ship.
Sorry, we just little inside joke here.
Oh, Bella looks cringed.
Have you ever played Dragon?
That your ship at the top of that pyramid was what was making the barrier.
Is there a town that maybe built up right outside the gate where like the people that can't get in normally, like maybe they've set up a little town or something, or
The Wayun Gates.
is it like there's
That's
like
the access point.
okay,
And the Wayun Gorge makes up the entry point. There's probably a sizable community there.
okay. My thinking is this: get there and be smuggled into the city. I'm sure they have some type of thieves guild or something. There has to be black market trade because how do you make money here?
I feel like this is Scarlet talking.
No, it's just Jerry who's intelligent.
Okay.
I need to find a way to be able to stay in this form. I'm not going to be much help out there.
No, I'm gonna show up in that for you. Give you I'm just kidding.
Daddy,
That's your problem.
out of my body, dude.
That's your problem, not ours.
Oh,
can't help
that
it.
still works.
I can't help that you have screwed up magic.
No, there's
I
something.
could probably fix your problem.
Is there maybe you can do the mess with this color and do the reverse, since this world seems to be.
No, I think I could vivisect you and find out what's wrong.
No, use your science.
I am.
Yeah.
Vivisection is part of
I'm gonna
science.
hand
He's
him the
like
collar, make it
running his
work.
finger around his giant eye.
I'm gonna hand him the collar.
And now because I
Make
said
it work
vivisection, I start thinking about it, and then I kind of like phase out a little bit, and then my body explodes out into like a parts thing with numbers around it. And I go back. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, let's stop talking about this.
Jerry,
Yes.
it looks like all your other selves don't have us with you, and that makes me sad.
Don't have what?
Well,
You don't have us with it.
No, it's just not picking you guys up because you're insignificant.
but those random humans are significant.
Maybe. Maybe it only picks up humans.
Then why is it?
None of you are human.
Jerry, can you fix the collar? You know science. Can you make it work when I'm outside the
Give me an Arcana check.
shit?
Here goes another 1 or a 9 or some shit. Oh, okay. Decent. So a dirty 20.
Looking at the collar, it seems to be a scry prevention built into it. You get the feeling that if she goes outside as a treant, that could be risky. Almost as if maybe she's being looked for as well. And maybe that's what this collar's designed to do, is to protect her from changing
Herself.
into that form. Protect her from herself or from others.
Didn't we have a bunch of those? From so basically,
We all have one.
he could be
I
wearing
don't.
one and protect himself from
But you don't need it.
being watched.
Your
I fixed it,
population's
put it-
most.
I fixed it.
So I can be myself outside.
Sure.
Excellent.
You just
Step
have to really
outside.
want it.
You guys just it's like she's pooping standing up. Nothing happens.
Sap comes out of her pores.
You didn't have one?
No, but
He doesn't need it though. 'cause
No, she's in the
she
ship.
wasn't
It'll work.
magic.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah,
change
you
the
guys
ship.
are all magical. I'm like the only one that's
Right.
not
Clean.
magical.
And I don't think Scarlet had one either. Because Scarlet doesn't have spells.
Just the four of you.
We don't know about that part. That's all.
No, you don't know about that part.
I'm like, dang it.
Well, let's go.
Maybe she
Time is of the essence. If these
But-
other cherries are as highly intelligent like I am, they're gonna figure this out.
Jade's like,
You both did that. You both did the same kind of face where you're just not looking at anybody as you're saying this. It was very amusing to see you guys parallel each other without looking at each other.
Great minds think alike. Fools something different.
So you guys heading to the Wyvern Gorge?
Oh my god, no! We're gonna die! Ah!
Just remember.
You see 47 cherries in there, talking
Just
to
remember.
47 different thieves. What? Okay. What?
Brave people only die once. Cowards die many times.
Fair point.
No. That's not true.
Die many times before their natural
That
death.
time I hid in the closet for a week, I didn't die at all.
I felt really good about
It
it.
felt great. No one found me, and I just disappeared into the ether.
I could tell you the secret of the universe, but I don't want to drive you insane.
1 + 1 is 3.
47 or whatever it is.
No, 42.
42.
She's got the Spelljammer helmet.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Suggestion.
So,
We need to go to the Wyvern Gate.
If you want, I can put the helmet on.
No.
17 plus it's wisdom, right?
I'm missing.
Or am
Well,
I?
you've already attuned to it, right? That wasn't, he said suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's a suggestion.
Now,
I think
so we want
Cat.
to go to
These
wanna
are not
go
the
to
droids
the
you're
droids
looking
you're
for.
town. When we passed by earlier, did it look like there was a place that we could hide the wasp?
Yes, it is flanked by forests and mountains. So while the main access to get to the Wyvern Gates is open through the gorge itself, about 10 miles south of the gates, there's plenty of forested areas and mountainscape. You could try to hide the wasp in if you chose to, but then you'll be on foot, or you'll have to travel however you want to travel to the main road and then take the road up into the gates.
Make it turn invisible again.
Do we want to try and find your druid people first before
Okay.
dryad people, or do we want to just go?
No, we should just go.
I mean,
That sounds like a side quest that could take longer.
It sounds like a side quest that could be a milestone.
I really want this ear to talk.
Best part is I have artwork of Jerry now that looks just like your facial expressions,
Hello?
which is so much fun.
Hello? Yeah. Golden Ravens? Yeah. I'm sending you my location now. Please come and get me. Thank God.
No, I'm imagining not the. I'm imagining him crumpling up and just.
Yeah, like the House of Poltergeist.
You hear a raven crow at the window, comes swings over, grabs it, starts heading towards the gate over the lake.
He gets sucked into the necklace.
well, if I do contact them, what would you like me to ask?
No, it was your,
Do you want to see your people?
Well, I don't really know if they're my people.
Then why do you want to go see him?
You're a dryad. we're
I
here,
don't
we're
identify
close.
as a dryad, thank you.
Why do you want to go see him then?
Are you smart enough to know that you're not a drug?
Well,
I identify as a tree.
As a tree lady?
If magic is going to abandon this universe, then
We might
they're
be.
going to be hiding. They're not going to be coming out to talk to some stranger.
Well, that's why I'd
Some
be
stranger
asking.
that can also talk to trees and identifies as a creeper.
Well, maybe they might have some way to get in there. Maybe they have knowledge around. Don't know if they would be willing to share.
I'm so glad.
The more and more I know about plant life, you know, just based on her, I would have failed the planet. The experiment has gone awry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want someone to draw a picture of Jerry and we'll like across from each other. She has passive aggressive and complete naivete.
It's just a thought, guys. While we're still here, do we want her to talk to her druid people?
Sevelier Wood's pretty far, but if there was an opportunity, now would be a decent one.
Weren't they like right there?
I'm just going to step out of this conversation, and you guys can decide.
Because that's what the plants were talking about before.
They were talking about there were hidden creatures in the forest.
Just never said that they were the dryads.
Oh, I thought they said it was dryads.
Oh, they
Oh,
said there were hidden dryads in the forest, but they didn't make any connection directly to her. They just described them to her.
they would speak grass.
We didn't hear it, but I remember them saying, "Do you want us to let the other dryads know that you're here?"
Mm-hmm.
The only grass I speak is. That's the best grass.
Scarlet goes over to Willow, pulls the mushroom, and
Oh, this one's
Her-
especially poked.
her eyes, her pupils get really big.
Here, have some of
Heavy
my
metal
spores.
music
They're
starts.
great.
Yeah.
So,
I get my
do
cat
you
out.
want to try and talk to the dryads in the area?
Well, I can step outside, see if they'll deliver a message, see if anything comes of it.
You can just, let's go see them. Yes. Let's go see them.
I step outside to talk to some grass and trees.
Being outside in your dryad form, familiar with the connection, you kind of reach down into nature and begin to speak with the kind of inanimate idea of nature, and then it's kind of almost like a musical note when you talk to them, just the chime of thin voices kind of talking to you. As soon as you connect with the nature, we told them already. They're coming.
Oh, thank you.
Does that go to
appreciate
bed?
Are they? Do they seem friendly?
I guess they
Would
seemed
they-
really excited that you were asking for them.
Oh, great. How are you?
Oh, I'm grass.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm good. It drizzled last night. Yeah.
Are you nutrient efficient right now?
I
How's the
don't
soil?
know what that means.
Is
I mean,
it-
I'm technically growing out of a dead man's eye socket right now, so I think I'm
Oh,
okay.
excellent. Do you know who he was?
Well, there's a lot of them out here.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of dead people?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound pretty good.
Are they dead because of the dryads?
Usually, yeah.
Cool.
They wander out there and they hear their song, and then they fall into the glades, and then they get eaten.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Oh, there's a lot of dead people.
I say looking around.
What killed them?
What killed them?
Dryad song.
Maybe we should leave.
But maybe but they're coming.
No,
maybe,
no, we should go.
You guys
Yeah,
can
we
find the ship and I
Probably
can talk to
leave.
them. Just the bushes said that they were very excited to see. our
With a
true
shiny necklace.
Yeah,
look.
information.
She immediately walks back on the ship without even a second thought.
Just from the horn power, just shiny necklace.
Jade puts the helmet on.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to stay here and wait for the dryads. They'll probably eat us.
No.
Willa, you just ate 2 things yesterday.
They're delicious.
Exactly.
We are probably no.
Alright, so we're going.
They're normal dryads. They don't identify as trees, I'm sure.
Identify as trees. You feel the vessel just immediately snap out of the vines.
I think I'd rather go deal with the thieves.
The extra berries?
What if they had a magical way for me to stay myself?
Well, we're
I
probably
know
gonna
a
see the
magical
extra
way
berries. They're all in
for you to
different
stay
places.
yourself.
Well,
We
no,
go through that
there's
fucking portal
47
and we go back to our
in
planet.
that one area.
They're all, but
There's a
on
reason
each
why
plane, they're
you
all
can't
trying
turn
to get
into
to the
what you
same
want to turn
spot
into.
on their plane.
Why?
because you'll be detectable.
Oh.
and we don't want to be detectable right now. So you're not going to change into it. You're going to have to deal with it for a while, and then you'll have to learn
Put
how
some
to
word,
learn
like,
how to work
pieces of
around it
jewelry on your
until we
cap.
can be able to turn you back.
Yeah, shiny.
It looks pretty next to my spoon.
So we probably aren't scryable
And an
inside
eyeball.
the wasp.
Glass eye.
If you can transform inside the wasp.
Possibly.
I'm asking the ship, is the ship scryable?
Is the ship trackable when we landed? Did they get our bin?
Yeah,
And our
right.
license plate number as we drove by. Invisible again.
It's about a 3-hour journey to the YM Gorge
Oh my god.
from where you are.
We're gonna die. Okay.
I mean, the viewports are visible. So as you guys lift up out of the forested area, you can't help but notice as you angle in such a way that as you're coming up and out, about a half mile off in the distance, you could see the treetops kind of flowing almost as if they're moving of their own accord. And you could see strange creatures like swinging through the trees, and it's almost like all of it stops like below the ship as the ship kind of like gets further up and away. There's silhouettes of creatures down there, but they're never really ever visible. They're not visible like you would think they are.
Green shadow.
Yeah, just greenish shadows of entities just kind of watching the ship fly away as the wasp starts heading towards the Wyoming Gorge.
They didn't look friendly.
What do you mean? They look friendly enough to me.
That's because they look like you.
I bet swinging through those trees was really fun.
Probably. You can do so later.
Oh, can we do some now?
No.
There aren't any trees in there.
It is not very nice in here. I do like being able to be myself though.
Breathe out little mushrooms.
Mushroom acne.
All right.
The journey back over and out of Zorhash and along the Menagerie Coast is a revisit of whatever created these craters and the meteor showers, whatever destroyed the Menagerie Coast. It affords you an opportunity to get a glimpse of Nicodranus as well in its ruined state. You see the great spires and the great ruined buildings of Nicodranus as you kind of like view it from the port portion of the ship as you kind of like start to turn in the direction of the Wyoming Road and the Gorge Gate. That's when you notice down below the road is thick with people.
Okay.
Thick. All human. And they're bringing cartloads of their wealth. You see it.
To where?
They seem to be queuing up in this miles-long line. And that's when you see the huge alabaster gates of the Wyoming Gate. And you can see the gorge is just filled with thousands of people with their possessions, all patiently waiting to try to get in.
It's going to take forever.
And what if those aren't actually things that they're keeping? Maybe that's what the price is to get in.
Why do we have to go through the gate? Why don't we just fly straight to where we want to go?
They have magical
There's a barrier.
barrier.
Coming from
We're-
the top of
I'm
the
assuming
pyramid?
we all have to get through the
Like-
barrier or under the barrier or through through the gate. But we won't know until we talk to some people that know more than we do.
What if we just crash
Can
one of
the
those?
ship shrink down to the size of a fly?
I mean, that'd be cool if it did, but yeah,
Or-
you haven't
yeah,
found any
crushes
evidence.
us all
that it
How
can.
about
Yeah.
this? It's the size of a wasp.
Yeah, to the size of a wasp.
Minus D6 inspiration for
Oh,
that
come on!
Can I
Right.
say when we use it?
one. Gonna be waspy.
All right. So we're looking for the town.
The tavern in the town?
So The gorge is pretty massive. It's a good 5-6 miles long. The road runs through it up to the gated entrance. From the gated entrance all the way out of the outflow of the gorge is just filled with people waiting to make their case, whatever it is, to get inside. The forested area is like 8 miles on either side of the gorge. However, you can see little contrails of campfires coming out of the mountainscape that borders the walled region. While you can't see the ziggurat and the ship, because that's further back in the Dwendal Valley, back in Rexentrum, which is a good 2-3 miles deeper into the valley itself, there seem to be people camped out up in the mountainscapes. You have a better vantage point. You can see it better from your height. But if you're down below in the gorge, you probably wouldn't notice them being up there.
What if we take one of the islands and just crush it down?
Ooh, I like that idea.
Do you think the wasp could drag the island?
First of all, they're floating cities. They're not islands.
Sorry, floating city. Sorry,
The air island?
the air island. Yeah. Can we like?
Treasure planet.
Do you think if we hooked the wasp up to the air island and dragged it over and then used our non-existent weapons to shoot the broomstone out from under the bottom and make it fun?
Jerry, you're like sitting in your chair, like listening to Jade's story, and you're like,
As millions of brain cells just disintegrate.
it's like 15 square mile city, 50-foot long ship.
While we're looking around, is there any of the floating?
Not near Wyoon, no.
Like push a rope uphill,
They
man.
were
They were back in Marquette.
Yeah.
They were all 12 of them were hovering over the continent of Marquette. The blasted, ruined continent of Marquette.
I thought it was all covered in like jungle and had dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, it was all primordial.
It's
Sorry,
gone back to
its primordial state.
All right.
Just saying.
Look
Sorry,
for,
Menagerie Coast is blasted and ruined.
Let's look for a landing spot that hopefully doesn't have anyone around it. No campfires, but close-ish to the campfires.
Give me a survival check. As you start thinking about a spot to land the wasp.
21.
There's some spots that look pretty much out and away from the campsites that you can see. It's still going to put you in some pretty reclusive area. It'll probably put you within 10 miles of the gorge and within about 3 to 5 miles of some of the other camps up on the mountainside. But once again, down in the forested area that butts up against the mountainscape, you got cover. You guys feel the ship settle into the forest.
Well, we probably want to fill our pockets full of all of this gold, as much as we can carry.
Open its mouth.
Distended jaw, like a reverse slot machine,
Just going-
scooping it up.
How much could, if we're going to, I mean, I don't know, do we want to take it now or do we want to find
Let's just take it. Now.
thieves to try and, talk to without having it on us and then
Perhaps a little bit of column A, a little column B.
how much do we want to take?
Enough to bribe?
How much do we need to bribe?
I don't
Scarlet,
know.
how much do we need to bribe?
Well, I always assume they're going to be greedy bastards, so
2 bags.
well, why do your bags have money signs on them? Anyways, well, I don't really have a lot of connections here in Dwendal. All my connections were in Vasselheim and Amon and Tal'Dorei.
You can, you know the
Look,
ways about towns.
if I was going to set up an opportunity to make some money here, I would use those very large mountains over there and find a way through the side or the back door. Look, the barrier keeps you from flying in. The great wall in front of it with the gate controls the population coming and going. Obviously, it takes a great deal of wealth for them to be doing whatever they're doing inside there. But not everything can see everything, right? Let's head up to those peaks. See if we can't find someone that knows the way in and out of the valley. You never know. Offer them enough money, enough reward. I'm sure they'll let us.
How much do we think is enough? We should just fill our pockets until the bags are like full.
Well, keep in mind, they'll charge us per head. I can negotiate with them, at the very least.
How much is the bag of
Just a
bullets?
couple thousand each.
I mean, as much as people are trying to get in, I would imagine. Those that don't necessarily want to live in such an existence, perhaps they're trying to get out. Smuggling.
So we probably also have to be smuggled out.
Well, we already have the ship, so
Just fill up the portable.
Wait. I thought the whole point was to go in there and get Jerry's ship. If that's the
Yes,
focal
but if
point
we-
of the barrier,
but if
then that would turn the barrier off, correct?
we can fly. Woo! Look, we're going.
Will we be able
Is
to
that
come back to
barrier
our ship
familiar to me?
if we
Um,
make a quick escape with his ship?
It would be familiar to anyone that went down into that cavern and noticed the engine starting to work within the ship.
Oh, right.
So,
It's generated by the ship.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I just
But
wanted
you've
to-
never seen it used the way that you're seeing it used
They
here.
manipulated it somehow.
Somehow they're using it to protect the valley.
Okay. So the key is my ship.
It feels like it. If you could get to the ship, turn off the power source, it would collapse the barrier.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, you don't know how functional your ship
Bag of
is.
bullets in a pocket.
It's a pretty rough state when you
Just
landed.
have
Yeah.
They have both.
Okay.
belt folder. It's got 2 pouches.
Fill up your pockets.
Willa looks at her
I mean, did you guys ever actually count the pile?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an idea of how, because you got a lot of,
There's a lot.
there was a lot. It was the entire
Um,
family
Yeah. it's
treasury, the inheritance.
8,000 gold, 2,200 platinum, 600 silver pieces, and 1,000 copper pieces. And then I already have the 32 pieces of jewelry, the 3 small crystal figurines, and the 2 pieces of artwork. Were they big or small?
They were pretty big.
The big artwork?
Yeah.
Jerry's putting the copper pieces in a roll.
Well,
Easier to manage.
Transmutate.
She does need copper for your mushroom thingy, right? Take the coppers.
She has
No.
copper.
There's copper embedded in her.
She's a copper topper.
she's holding on to the money, but she's making me keep
Keep
track
track
of
of
my money
it.
now.
Yep.
Well, she gets her copper.
Huh. That's weird. All of my money disappeared after a long rest, so I need to put it back in.
Ooh, that's an old bug.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh my god, I hope mine did too.
So you guys currently are settled in the mountains side where the forest and the base of the mountain kind of meet.
But we want to go to the top of the mountain.
If you want to fly up there, sure.
That
Did
might
it
as
look
well.
like there was some place that we could hide the ship up there?
Won't know till you get up there.
Like
Cliffs, overhangs,
Try.
caverns. It's possible.
try to make the bug crawl.
Once again, the ship takes off, starts going up the mountain sides. Give me survival check as you begin to scan about and look. I'll say everybody else can give me perception.
Perception.
Yay. Time to go.
18.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
19.
Nice.
18.
18.
18.
18.
So do you want to pilot too or?
No, you guys are good. You spend about an hour scouring one of the nearby peaks and valleys of the like furthest kind of west north section of the area. And sure enough, there's some overhangs, crags, caverns, plenty of places that you could probably set the wasp inside of, keep it tucked out of sight. But you also noticed half a dozen dwarves kind of, leading people in and out of caves. You could see little wisps of small campfires deeper up into the valleys and mountain peaks. You saw a couple clan member giants kind of chasing after some ice mammoths that were being hunted by them. But before long, about 6,000 feet up, you find a nice little cavern that the wasp can just set right inside. Looks like it's maybe 100 feet long, 80 feet deep, about 30 feet tall, and just...
Does it go on or does it end?
It dead ends. It's almost like it was part of an avalanche. Maybe at some point sheared off.
Willa, can you grow vines over to obscure it so that...
Sure. Let me go talk to the plants.
You're at 8,000 feet. There are no plants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's
There's nothing up
all
here?
rock and ice and snowdrifts.
Oh shit, it's cold.
It is cold.
I did take
This feels
mold earth
good.
as a
I
cantrip.
miss this. Maybe we could just live here. I mean, the cave's big enough. We'll just stay here.
With our money that does nothing.
It's our money. I can make food.
some,
a good berry?
some explorer will find it,
From this height, you could also see down into the valley itself, down to the Dwindle Valley.
I can mold earth.
Yeah, you could. You could mold the cavern to hide the ship.
Make it a giant door.
See, this happens every time he gets a massage.
Good, I was waiting for something to happen.
Don't be old, man. Don't be old.
You did it.
See, I need to put like metal pins in the seats. These seats are way too comfortable.
Oh no, they're not way too comfortable at all. That's why I'm leaning back like this to just get a different area of my ass numb.
A different area of my ass numbness.
Should I take Carla's cushion and have you sit on it as well?
You can sit. This is good going here.
All right. So we cover.
It's now afternoonish at this point. You have maybe about 4 hours of daylight left.
Let's hike down and we take what we think would be enough gold.
What you would think is a good amount.
We take the platinum because it's lighter and healthy.
Yeah, we just take all the platinum. That's like 20 grand.
What are the chances that we're going to find Jerry's ship and then we're going to have to make a really fast escape and we won't be able to come back to this ship?
Probably a good. Well, we can always come by over here and get it.
It's fair. Something.
If it's functional, my ship does things.
Well, so you guys are having this conversation on the
Could
hike
we
down.
feasibly before we leave?
Oh,
how much
okay.
gold could we feasibly carry each?
I mean, depending on how many bags of holding and magical consideration.
We have 2 bags of holding. Scarlet had one. I had one. You have your pouch of holding, which had 2 pockets.
So both bags of holding can contain up to 2,500 pounds of weight per bag. So if you were to empty them and leave everything else behind, you could take 5,000 coins between the two.
Yay, leave that skull behind.
Between the two of them, that's not
Skull's
counting the
not
rest
in
of our
the-
pockets.
oh,
or
you mean
whatever, right?
Correct.
Person doesn't talk to us. We can't hear it. You can't hear it. That's out of character knowledge. Okay, so we can carry it all. If each of those can carry 5,000 points. So we can carry it all.
Yeah, I'll say you can just carry it all in different on
But
your
the
physical
2 pieces-
cells, bag of holding.
2 pieces-
But you'd have to leave it. Anything that's in the bag of holding has to be left behind.
We have that's 5,000, 5,000, 5,000.
No, between the two, 5,000. So 2,500 pounds per.
500 pounds each.
And
Leave the copper.
the gold bolts just
Yeah,
still
we
there.
can leave the copper. I'll give the copper to Willa to absorb.
Oh, okay.
She wants to absorb money.
Well,
Turn it
that's
in
fair.
for 2 gold pieces and we'll just continue.
It's metal,
She
man.
absorbs the copper and shits out gold.
Transmutation. Guys want to see a trick?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go. It's blue now.
But if we don't take into account the copper, we should have enough to carry everything.
So she'll hold. There was
Because
like
I don't think she had a lot of stuff in her.
So Scarlett's going to take the lead scout. Rest of you following behind her.
Ivory and I'll take up the back. Sweetie.
Oh, thank God. Like,
That's
let
the
me go get you
pizza
some
coffee.
bicarbonate.
She's very grumbly. She's been in first.
We tying a rope around everybody so we have like safety.
The
How
dog
steep
sounds
is
like a fart.
It's pretty steep at first. And then it looks like at about, a couple thousand feet down, it looks like it begins to kind of even out into the edge of the forest down below.
Are we repelling or are we,
There
Walking.
seem to be footholds and footpaths, but they seem to be more by hapstance than meant to be footpaths. There are some areas that look like they could be a little treacherous. You're at 8,000 feet. You're up in the peaks.
Alright, well,
I mean, you guys want to put on your climbing kit, your climbing gear, make it a full descent down the sheer.
There's
You
no
get, I mean, you get the feeling that taking the sheer points using climbing equipment may actually be faster. Or you could use magic to do the descent if you wanted to.
Levitate down.
There's no trees. Oh.
No, you can see about 5,000 feet down below the beginning of the tree line.
Well, I was thinking about
And it's cold.
about my
and-
tree strike for everyone. But there's no other tree that we can go into right now.
Not
we're
right
used
now.
to the cold, so that's not terrible. We use my potions of flying. We don't have the potions of flying anymore.
I could wish to have 2 more.
No, we used all 3.
I had 2.
Oh,
I was trying to tell you that. I was like, I have
that's right. So we have 2 more.
I don't know that I can turn into animals.
Oh, good.
You don't know that you can turn into animals? Okay. I'm not
Well, I
in
never
your
could
brain.
before.
I'm not in your brain. I'm not in your brain.
She turns into a sleepy cat.
She turns into a tree. She was a tree for like forever, and that's what she believes
Mhm.
she is. If she had
You're a
talked to
tree
those
for as long
druids,
as you can remember.
if she had talked to the dryads, maybe she would
This
have
was a
learned
week
that.
ago.
They're dryads, not druids, though. Dryads doesn't necessarily mean they can turn into animals, too.
Maybe they might have.
It's only if they were dryad druids. Druid dryads?
How far are we down after this?
Hiking down, hiking down, hiking down. I'm
Hiking
taking
down?
my back.
Okay.
Scarlett's taking the lead.
So Scarlett's taking the lead. Have her make perception check for me, please.
Rachel, you get to roll for your mom.
Pretty sure. Because
I will bring up her.
I would like to actually go first. That way,
bring up
if
the
somebody falls, I might be able to touch them if they're falling
Okay.
and turn them into a cloud.
17.
Okay.
17.
Because it is a touch thing, so I want to be at the bottom, going down.
Okay. Scarlett's still way out, and she's pretty insistent about being the scout, so she's keeping you tucked behind. She's pretty sure-footed. She shouldn't be too bad.
+1. So 18.
18. So I've got Scarlett in lead scout. We'll say Willa's behind in case anyone follows from behind her. Bella, Jerry taking up the middle with you and Mara bringing up the rear. So
I'm going to chuck stuff at you.
I need
Don't fall asleep. I'll chuck stuff at
I need all of you to give me either acrobatics or athletics with advantage because you are using climbing gear.
Well, I can't. I don't have any strength anymore. So that kind of sucks.
Acrobatics is.
You can use acrobatics
Dex.
or athletics. You can
Yeah.
use either or.
It's still better because I have.
With advantage because you are wearing camping equipment or
Cool.
climbing gear.
That's a 17 plus 4 because I don't have my strength.
21,
16,
22.
22, 16,
16 plus 3, so 19.
19.
Natty 20, 28.
Nice. You want to roll for Carla for me?
Her
She's got a plus
Plus
4 to acrobatics.
Jerry, acrobatics or athletics with advantage because you're wearing climbing gear, but you're also levitating. So you have an
So-
advantage at a lower DC.
19 altogether.
Okay.
Didn't roll that great.
What am I doing?
Athletics or
Acrobatics or
acrobatics.
athletics?
Your choice.
I'll do acrobatics because it's a 0, not a -1.
Let's
So 17.
17. Okay.
roll.
As you guys make this journey downward, for the first 1,000 feet, it's a bit sheer and it is difficult. You lose your footing from time to time, but
I have a climb speed.
I understand. It's the journey.
I forgot to
So,
tell you.
You
But-
don't have to roll if you have climb speed, right? Because you can climb.
this is more about the danger of the first 1,000 feet down because it is pretty sheer. But you're wearing climbing gear, you're tethered, you've got one person
Claws.
levitating, you got another person who's kind of like bounding as if it's not really that significant of a deal. At about the 2,000 foot mark of going downward, so you're at about 6,000 feet right now, you guys watch as a very cold Scarlet comes back up to tell you all to stop, and she kind of gathers you up in like a little bit of outcropping of rock. There are people down below. Say a dozen or so dwarves and smattering of what I'd call refugees, perhaps. They look pretty bleak, to say the least. But they are positioned in such a way that we'll either have to go all the way around them or we go right through them. What do we do?
Well, we are looking for people to smuggle us in.
Dwarves are dwarves then, yeah? Are we going to introduce ourselves then?
Why don't you
Yes.
turn
How
yourself
many
into a dwarf?
dwarves are there?
Maybe a
You are
dozen or so?
I'm a dwarf.
Talk to your half people.
2-3 dozen
You can
refugees
go
of
in
various
full
states. All human.
A bunch of humans and a dozen dwarves.
I'll go with you.
Did they have any of those golden raven heads?
Not that I could see. The dwarves seemed mountainish type. Very burly, strong. The humans all seem a bit emaciated and very sickly, if you ask
They
me.
look like prisoners.
No, they don't look like prisoners. In fact, there was at least one dwarven healer moving about them, tending, treating to their wounds.
Would it be a apt description to say that they were helping them get out of a situation that they were currently that they were
Oh, I'm
suffering?
assuming that they are in the process of smuggling them out of the valley.
Probably.
Probably the people we're looking for.
Probably. All right.
I'm going.
Ready, Jerry? Did you want to come or do you want us to? I'll go.
I'll go with
I'll make myself look like a really skinny dwarf.
No.
Should we all go or should we? Some of us stay back.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go with
Cut some hair and make him a little beard.
He's
No,
a bald,
just like a
big
Trump
guy,
cone
right?
It's like an inverted ball sack with a fucking beard hair.
Looks like a taint.
Our illustrious leader
I'll go
who's
down.
taint in
Yeah,
trouble.
there you go.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Bearded lady.
Wow. I'm going to need to watch my phone a lot for next time. During the journey down, acrobatics, athletics is Scarlet leads you guys down into the dwarven camp.
With advantage again, right?
Yes, because you are wearing gear.
Oh my. Okay. 15.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay. 19.
28.
Okay.
So 16, and then I need to do another one for.
For your mother. For tu madre.
It could be a little bit better, but you know, we're both basically in this.
Oh, I do love playing this game without headphones. Feels so good. All my other 9 games are with headphones, and it gets a little bit much.
See, we do have a bonus.
You know.
So 16.
Okay. So the last few hundred feet down, Scarlet kind of like slows everybody down a bit. And sure enough, as you guys get closer to the edge of what looks like it might be an encampment, you hear a dwarf kind of blurt out,
Woody, stop! Right there! We can see you. Don't move. Who are you? What are you doing up here?
Can we get off the cliff?
No,
Oh.
stand there. Ogden, come!
Here's I say.
see this big, like burly dwarf coming out through the
I
snow,
would-
wearing a
I was
huge
gonna say,
bear
almost-
pelt on there. Like he's way wider than he is tall. And he comes out of between the two rocks to stand about 20 feet from your group,
Can, you know,
holding a like big old crossbow.
Can I say hello in Dwarvish? Just like
Oh, I speak the language. You look funny. You don't look like a dwarf.
I got dropped a lot as a kid.
At least your parents like to touch ya. Anyways, what are you doing up here in these passes?
I'm not a
You're not
dwarf.
allowed to be up here. Old Grugan will have your heads trespassing like this.
We're trying to find a way through the
Chief
bar-
Grugan. He runs these mountains. You daft buggers.
We're trying to find a way through the barrier.
Oh. In or out?
And
Because we're currently out.
Ah, yeah. You don't want to go into that hellscape. Are you mad?
Yes.
a little bit.
Just call us the oddities.
If you want to go into the Valley of the Dead, by all means, we'll find you a way in.
Valley of the Dead?
Yeah.
That's what they call in there?
Well, yeah.
Why are there so many people lined up with their things?
Oh, because they're daft. They think it's paradise in there.
What's it like in there?
Oh, well, once you get through the illusionary barrier, you get to see what it's really like. Hell on earth, they call it.
I would
The
have to
dead
imagine-
wander.
Yeah.
The skeletons stand about.
I mean, it's a Lich King. What do you expect?
That makes sense.
Are you sure you want to go in?
Absolutely.
Well,
Well, let's talk to my man Ogden. We'll see if we can put a group together to take it in. Huh.
How much is it going to cost?
Don't worry about. Oh, yeah, thank you. It is cold. Oh, what is this? That's good.
That was a little bit what was left of the fire drink. Something was a
Craig's whiskey?
Craig's yeah,
Craig's
whiskey.
whiskey.
Oh,
didn't you guys get that enchanted though?
No,
No.
hers, she had
A
Oh.
small bit
Small
What
vial.
did you call this?
Craig's whiskey.
Interesting. It's very good. Haven't tasted something like that in almost a century. It's not really made much anymore. How did you get your hands on
pull
it?
out another little vial of it. Because I have another little vial of it as well.
We'll come into the camp. Warm your bones. We'll see if old Master Ogden can find you an escort. See if your coin is shiny. And you guys kind of, he turns around and, billows the snow off of him.
Holds her head full of all her little shiny trinkets that nobody actually wants.
Shiny worthless trinket.
You kind of single file behind them and into the encampment. And all the dwarves just kind of stare at you oddly at first. One particular dwarf, huge white beard just splaying out across his chest. You could see skulls that he's draped like a bandolier, across his chest of various demonic skulls that have been purified and kind of, he's clearly wearing them as trophies. You see his chainmail armor covered in frost. He looks kind of past the dwarves he's talking to see a dwarf that's bringing you in.
Master Ogden. Well, you've got people that want in, if you can believe that. Want in? You must be daft.
And he kind of like pushes the other dwarves out of the way and stands in front of the 6 of you.
Let me see here.
Hi.
He stops to stare at Jerry for a moment.
Well, I'll be daft.
And you watch as his huge form comes over to stand in front of Jerry. And Jerry's like this skinny, kind of like Ricketts kid in front of him,
Thanks, man.
And the dwarf just puts his giant fists on his hips.
Well, I'll be damned. There's a building down there with a lot of artwork with your face on it, sir. Who are you?
As he stares at you.
Jerry.
Jerry's your name. Really? Just Jerry. No surname, no lordship.
Just Jerry.
Jerry.
Dwarf backs
Maybe
up,
not with the
throws
Jerry
his
fans,
head back. Just
You hear that, lads? Just Jerry. The most famous profile on all of the Lich King's temple. And he turns out to be just Jerry. Fascinating.
Is there any skulls that look like mine on his?
You're like, now that he's close up, you're looking. No, they're all demonic. You don't.
Okay.
Your skull's very unique, triangular with some unique angles to it. You don't see a version of you on that
Yeah, okay, that's good.
on that bandolier.
Or maybe not
So, well, dwarf, dryad, orc.
I don't identify as a dryad.
I'm sorry to hear that. What do you identify as a mushroom then?
I'm a tree.
Just call her tree.
She's a tree.
Let's go with tree.
I understand the trauma of time. I get that. And tabaxi and a famous portraiteur. Well, getting you in is quite easy. Am I required to get you out?
No.
If everything goes as planned, no.
But it's
But
What do you mean
doesn't
goes
go
as
as
planned?
Could you? How close could you get us to the ziggurat?
Quite an impossibility on that one. I can appreciate your intensity there, lad. Unfortunately, the closest I can get you is trust involved. Outside of that, you're on your own accord.
How close is that?
About a day away from Rexentrum.
So is it? I'm assuming there's quite a few undead creatures that try to kill you every step of the way, or
Well, until you head north of Trustenwald, the illusion, the glamour, gets you as far as Trustenwald. Now, well, I have special items you'll be wearing so you can see the truth of things. They are glasses that we've had made by a wizard friend of ours. They allow you to see the truth of the world while you're there. Try to hide the surprise on your face. Once you get north of the central town of Trustenwald, the journey is quite perilous from there. You'll have to use ravines, cover, forest, and other ways to find your way deeper down into the midst.
She's dying over here. I don't know why.
Never thought was doing good in there. Do we said just here to chew bubble gum?
Oh, they live? Get out of my head. Anyways, that'll be 500 gold a head to get you in. Now,
300.
I can get, excuse me,
Persuasion check
We're
as he
not made of
stares
money.
awkwardly at you.
If
If I give him a sip of the drink, could that help with persuasion?
no,
16.
450 gold then, if that's all you can afford. It's a treacherous journey to get you through the caves and out there into the prairie. It's not easy. The dead things wander about. You got to avoid them. And let me tell you this much. The dead giants are the worst. And they guard most of the passes down into the glades.
Would your
I
wizard
mean-
friend have the ability for me to turn into my normal self? I don't feel good like this.
No, you have to stay that way. For now.
You have to stay that way for now, honey.
I'm confused. What is wrong with your friend?
She wants to be a tree.
I am a tree.
And she's
Yeah, but
not-
her people don't normally travel into the Valley of Death.
She'll
Believe
be
me.
fine.
If anywhere she belongs, it's there. I've seen her do things.
What do you mean? What does she do?
I don't know. Absorb people.
Not bad ones.
Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Dwarf Ogden's just like,
450 sounds deal.
this is a strange group to say the
So-
least.
If
Tell me
we
about it.
want to utilize your services to get us out, where would we meet you?
Well, you'd meet in approximately the same area, the Trustenwald.
Okay.
We guide you back through the prairie and back up into the caverns and caves, and bring you out the main pathway and up over the peaks.
Okay.
Do you mind me asking? You mentioned if it all goes according to plan. What daft idea do you plan on doing inside the Valley of the Dead?
Get my ship back.
That big vessel on top of the pyramid there, that's yours.
Yes.
Fascinating.
And so
Very fascinating.
artwork, apparently.
And I'm offering $5,000 gold to make sure nobody that looks like me gets in.
Well, that won't be too difficult. You kind of look like Death roamed over Hetty. Stonebeard, come here. I might have a job for you. And he watches this kind of like, he watches kind of like a younger dwarf kind of comes over to the group and
Doesn't Stonebeard from the Arnold
It'll be my
dimension?
part of the gold.
Wasn't there Stonebeard?
Different.
well,
Our part of the
it's about as common as Smith.
Okay.
You guys watch as this kind of youngish dwarf comes over and says, Howdy, Ogden, what do you got for me? Well, an opportunity for both gold and maybe something else is at play here. So, you see this fella here? Yeah. I want you to go to the gorge and track down our friends. Let them know that if anyone looks like him, bring them to me, if you would, please. Sure, I'll go now. Kind of puts on his cloak and his backpack and starts trekking back up into the peaks and caverns. Deal. Head or body?
just keep them from getting in. You might have to kill them. They're pretty dangerous.
They look like you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. He's just kind of staring at you with intense eyes. Kind of surprised to see an oak traveling this deep. Not many of you left. Goliath took care of your people a long time ago. You'll stick out like a sore thumb for sure. But that's fine. We'll get you in. Believe now. Go. And then he starts kind of like casting dispersions off to the other dwarves. And before long, Ogden and two other dwarves kind of gather up their kit, their backpacks and cloaks. And did you bring warmer gear than that? It's going to be fucking cold where we're going.
Well, we were originally supposed to go to an icy mountain, so yes.
Yeah, say that. But don't be seeing anything on your body that tells me you're prepared for this weather.
No, we'll need something.
I've got Yeti skins if you'd like them.
Normally the
That
cold
sounds
doesn't
great.
affect
That would
me.
help obscure him. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, take a fucking mountain to scare him. Anyways, and like a few minutes goes by and the other two dwarves kind of start pulling out these huge cured Yeti skins. Some are big, some are small, some are medium. And before long,
because you're wearing these Yeti skins, you guys all have resistance to cold now. You have immunity to cold then, wearing the skin. And it's suddenly toastier, not as cold.
Well, let's get started. First, head up towards the ice peak there. Come down and around into the valley. We should be able to find the cavern entrance by this evening. Watch your footing. Keep your eyes out. It's still daylight out, so he won't fly for a while. I want to be up there by the time night sets. Don't.
What's going to be flying around?
Oh. Well. Sometimes he flies on it, sometimes he doesn't. You ever seen a dead dragon before?
No, but I recently saw some wyverns.
I mean, yeah, we've seen it.
Have you seen it fly? Have you seen it so cold and void of soul that as soon as it gets near you, your blood just turns to ice?
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Why does this feel like a quest that we never actually went and touched? Oh.
Yeah. Perhaps if someone had killed that dragon before.
It should have already been a dead.
But what did we do when that party fucked around in the city and then fucked around with an airship and never completed the quest? So now he's made it 10 times more powerful. And he's going to ram our heads up our asses. Awesome.
Multiverse, so it's a different universe.
Yeah, what is that? Fuck around and find out?
Fuck around.
Fuck around and find out. Oh, this is where it's going to happen.
With the dwarves' help, your climbing gear, cold gear.
Question.
Yeah.
Does Ivory count as another person for the 45 or 450 gold?
No.
No, pets don't.
I'll take it out of mine.
You hear in Dwarvish,
We got it.
Hey, lads.
Party.
If we run out of food, we can eat the cat.
and then it just kind of chortle and laugh.
It's not worth it.
They're greasy and stringy.
Goodberry?
You couldn't understand them. They said it in dwarf, unless you speak dwarf.
Only a tabaxi would bring a kitten to war.
Hang on a second. I think. Hang on a second. Let me just double check.
I was gonna say it didn't work, but like you have no idea.
So, as you guys ascend the central ice peak, by the time the sun sets, you guys are in kind of like an overhanging cave-like structure. You can see the beginning of a winding cavern that probably descends down deeply into the mountain.
Ah, the Hell's Mouth. Another 8-hour journey to get to the plains themselves, the glades. Now, before we take our rest this evening, let me show you these.
And he starts handing out these metal-rimmed glasses with like a kind of blackened stone in them.
Now, they don't require any special use. When you look into the valley, get used to what you see, because it is the truth of it. If they see shock or sudden recognition on your face, well, fucked. So be mindful.
So one by one, as you guys kind of like get used to the glasses, the valley below is a pure hellscape. You watch as a pit fiend flies up and out of like a fractured area from below. You can see strange, scaly creatures flying about, and the entire valley is filled with wandering hordes of creatures, either undead, zombified creatures, demons, devils. You watch as groups of them collide and shred each other, and their bodies just kind of rot and decay in the midst of all this. And off on the horizon, you could see this kind of like continuous orange and red vapor kind of like coalescing the air in the direction of what you suspect is Rexentrum. You can't quite see it, but somewhere way out there on the edge of your visuals, you see that like orange and red ball of something kind of turning over and over and over again.
Guys, are we sure we want to go out there? In there? I mean, Jerry, do you really need your ship? Okay. Taking the glasses off, it's like there's empty.
No, it's beautiful. It's pristine. It's green.
Nothing
farms.
flying. It's not like a bird that looks that with the glasses on the bird looks like. It's just there's nothing there.
Nothing of the
Scaly variety.
Yeah,
Or just
I
nothing
mean,
there. Like,
regular
well, no, it
is
looks
a
like
bird that you put that
no,
in the
it looks like a
Sorry.
valley filled with people farming and
Okay.
living a peaceful and paradise life.
Regular chicken, abyss chicken.
Well, I'm just gonna
Regular
take the
chicken,
glasses off.
Abyss
then.
chicken.
I wonder if it
Hi,
happens if you
farmer.
accidentally chicken.
Hi.
Abyss chicken.
It's a pit fiend, like BFing somebody. It's like, I was thinking something, oh look, a farmer planted.
He watches like 8 woodland creatures come out of the forest. Hey, y'all.
Hi,
Why don't
y'all.
you come on over here?
Just come on over here.
Never trust the rabbits.
It could be
They have
birdies.
laser beams.
Abysmal chicken.
Oh, jeez.
That's abysmal chicken.
All right, that's where we're going to stop tonight because I'm
All
going to do the rest with Carla when she gets back. So
It's only 9:38.
I know my voice is going though.
No, I have 4% left on my
I have
iPad.
3.
So we're playing Monday, okay? Because Carla will be back.
Well,
Should be.
okay, so you guys aren't leaving.
No, we're like, I think leaving Wednesday night.
Perfect.
Wednesday?
Cool.
As
All
far
right.
as I know.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming out. We will be back here next Monday. We'll see what the adventure down into the Valley of Death brings everybody as they decide to go after Jerry's Model T.
It's just gutted. There's
We
nothing
will
in it.
be on tomorrow night with Shattered Kingdom, and then Sunday with Fool's Errand. However, we got a long break coming up, so Thanksgiving's coming. We will be off Thursday through the following Tuesday. Thursday through the following Monday. We should be back for Shattered Kingdom on Tuesday.
2 Mondays?
2 Mondays?
Well, next
Oh
one
no,
is-
we're taking off the 27th Monday.
Correct, because that's Thanksgiving weekend.
40 weekend.
Yeah, I want to work on stuff at the ranch. So, all right, everyone, be kind, be safe, and don't forget, play a game. Good night, everybody.
Just remember, everyone, you don't eat your friends.
Unless they're trying to eat you.